Yeah, way to be live. Let's do some OJ, the react. OJ Simpson. All of a sudden, you're passed away at 76. That's out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. OJ, star running back. But he was better known for a murder that he said he didn't commit. Do a quick OJ. Let's have some of his reactions.
Finally has someone rich enough and powerful enough to maybe, and I underline that, evade the system. But it's an extraordinary time that we live through. You think about the white Bronco and the chase and all that.
That's what they bring up.
And,
Tell you that's what he remember for. He ain't remember for no running back.
know that we would be able to even think about the proportion of it today simply because social media, think about this, Gail, had he been on the freeway, even though the helicopters followed him.
See, that's what he remember for. Okay.
Angles from phones and everybody trying to be.
He remember for being in the white Bronco. What the fuck? What the fuck? That's what he remember for now. He was a star running back for the Bills. What college he went to? He went to USC, I think. Yeah, he went to USC. He was a star running back, but he known for the Bronco and shit. See how they fuck you up, bro? He was a star running back, but he known for being in a white Bronco. That shit is crazy, bro. But that's what he's known for. I'm gonna from
on the scene. Just an extraordinary time.
You know, he was acquitted in that case, but there was forever still a cloud over O.J. Simpson. And how do you think he navigated that? Because, you know, many times he would still be walking in the streets, people were asking for his autograph, take a photo with him. And so there were others that saw him as a pariah.
That's a great question, Gail. I have been with him on a number of occasions after the fact. And what he would do is when he would see someone looking at him, he would quickly go to them and say hello to them before they could say anything. It was a disarming tactic on his part, if you will. So if he was afraid they were going to say something rude or vile, he would try to disarm them because he was a charismatic person. He was bigger than life in many instances. And so he would try to speak first, and he was, and some people will rail at this, but he was charming at times. And so he leaned on that charm to disarm people.
Yeah. He, who that, David? He known for being in a white Bronco. Yeah, this shit is funny like a motherfucker. Wait, hold on. Let me drop this. Now, let me turn this shit down.
Is not what the Goldman family feels about him or many members. No.
Yeah, that's not the night, bro.
Family, and I was always thinking about them during times like this.
I want to hear your thoughts on this nonsense.
Yeah, and it's hard to really kind of put your arms around this. It didn't bring any of those people back. It didn't ease the pain of those families who still
Just out of nowhere. Hello? Yo,
Oh, good evening.
yeah, how you?
What up?
Yeah.
I thought you was going solo because
Well,
I
it's,
didn't see no link.
I wasn't going to do a quick one. I didn't think nobody wanted to talk about this shit. I just wanted to give my thoughts. I ain't going to do no upload on this shit.
So I just wanted to give a couple tidbits into the OJ. So
Yeah, let me get it.
first things first, when I turned it on
Mm-hmm.
on the Mox News the other day, the dude their little
Uh-huh.
propaganda makeup reading little douchebag named Brian Kilmeade. He so again he went to trial, and who cares whether he did it or he didn't? He went to trial, and they said he didn't do it, right?
Yeah,
So this guy was on TV talking about we know he killed him, this and that, and blah 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 blah. Like they were basically just he was just basically completely like bad mouthing the dude, like just crushing him. Then
yeah,
you got to give him props because he ran for 2,000 yards in a 14 game season.
yeah. But he's not known for that. That's what I was saying earlier. He not known. He doesn't known for being in White Bronco and the court case. That's what he's known for.
Well, and then did you know that he got sued after the court case, right?
Yeah,
By the family.
yeah.
Do you know
Y'all
how much
I saw well you probably gotta say, all right, finish.
do you know how much
Finish what you
the do you know how much the courts charged him or found him guilty of in that civil lawsuit? Because
I don't know how much.
I heard this number the other day on the news too.
The one it's probably the same one I saw. How much?
$33 million.
Oh, 30.
Yo, what's good?
Yo, 33, the number 33.
Yeah, he was
Well, I didn't see
fined.
that one.
He was fined or charged to or ordered to pay the family $33 million. What a coincidence.
Mm, mm, 33.
I mean, come on, man. Like, if it ain't, again, that was all a show. Like, everything with that was nothing but a show.
Yeah.
Yo,
Well, so I
R.I.P.
never knew he had
R.I.P. the Juice,
prostate
man.
cancer.
Even though he was a scumbag, man.
He what? What you
Even
said
though he
about
was
him?
a scumbag.
He was the only guy to rush for 2,000 yards in a 14 game season. Everybody else gets 17 weeks now.
Now, what's the name did? 16.
Well,
Eric
still,
Dickerson.
huh?
Eric Dickerson did 16.
Yeah, but you're still talking about an extra 2 games. So
Yeah,
you take away those 2 games from Dickerson, he doesn't rush for 2,000 yards.
yeah. He did 21. What was 2105, I think. Something like that.
But anyway, what's up,
But
Chilean?
two, I was got one. So Mario.
What's good, man?
Was
I was
no,
watching Denver, bro.
I was
Yo,
gonna say no Nuggets on tonight.
We are up
they beat
18.
the Spurs. 71 to 53. Come on, man. Come on, y'all playing the Spurs.
Hey, what's up with fucking Giannis? Is he
With
done?
what?
Is he done for the year, or just the season, and then he's gonna be back in the
Who?
playoffs?
Who?
Giannis.
Giannis? Yeah, they said they saving him for the playoffs.
And then
Then when they lose, they're
I
gonna
saw
run it.
I saw the
They're gonna
Celtics
run the
supposedly
injury
not
shit again.
playing anybody either, and they
AB
were
doesn't
getting
know anything but Kawhi, bro.
and don't trigger him. And the Celtics the the Celtics were sitting
Yeah,
everybody
I'm
and
about the
getting
Pacers.
waxed by
I'm
some
watching
shitty
the
team the other night.
who? Who
I
got
don't
what?
remember, man. I don't pay that much attention to that fucking lame ass game. These guys are shooting less than 50%, and they're professionals.
Yeah. Yeah, 103.90.
I did see the Nuggets play the other night
Yeah.
though at home, and they were having a hard time with the Timberwolves. But then they started to pull away at the
Who,
end.
Denver?
Yeah, and I think I was seeing something that
Yeah.
if Minnesota had won that game, if they would have ended up with the same record, Minnesota basically would have had the season head-to-head matchup against them. But now I think Denver's got it.
Huh.
But it really
Denver
don't
gonna
matter. I
win.
mean, they got what you play. They play 5 games in the first round, or is it 7?
Nah, it's fun. Yeah, they changed that. It's
Oh,
7.
it's 7 every round now.
Yeah, they changed that way back for Kobe and them.
Oh, I didn't know. Again, I don't. I probably haven't been paying it.
they
I
scattered
ain't
the
been pay,
early.
I ain't been paying attention to basketball since probably back then. So if Mario left, I was gonna ask him. So since I don't pay attention to it at all, and I guess what he call you when you slightly pay attention, a part timer.
Yeah,
I guess that means I'm a no timer when it comes to basketball.
yeah. But yeah.
But
I'm
anyway,
watching
yeah,
this NBA crunch shit.
the OJ
What the
shit,
fuck is
man. Like
crunch time?
like oh, and then I saw a good ass video on Trump and all of his Jewish ties. Um, but when I saw that OJ thing, like I said, the news on Fox was completely just bad mouthing the dude. And then when I heard the number that he was fined by the judge or ordered to pay the family for the wrongful death suit was $33 million, I was
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, this is a crock.
33.
Yeah.
How much he paid? Did he even pay some of it?
I mean, I'm assuming he had to pay him $33 million.
But he paid them or I don't even know.
I don't know, but then they talked about how
And how long ago that was?
that's when the Kardashian family came around too.
Yeah, I didn't even know about them. My homeboy told me. I didn't know. I'm like, where they came from? He said, remember the OJ? I said, I don't remember them.
Who you talking about?
The Kardashians.
So about the Kardashians, how they came in the spotlight from the
Oh yeah,
OJ.
that was Rob Kardashian was one of OJ attorneys, right?
Yeah, yeah, and they said that he supposedly when he heard that OJ was guilty or not guilty, they said they showed his face when he looked over at OJ and was basically, his reaction was, "Oh, I can't believe he got away with it."
They solved the case before it even started. He was on a plane when the murders happened, bro. The case is already over. You know what I'm saying?
Well, and again, I mean, that was the dumbest thing I remember ever seeing too in a court case. Let this guy put on some plastic gloves, some rubber gloves, and then try to put on another pair of gloves.
Yeah, they make it a good fit. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
that shit was, they make it rods and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, if
if
it
the
don't
if the
fit, you
if
got
the
to
glove
quit.
don't fit, you must have
You
quit.
must have quit. You must quit this shit.
Motherfuckers doing rap songs and shit.
Nah, but then I was telling Aunt Badger probably before you came in. So I was catching the news the other day when he died. And and then another
Well,
thing, Aunt, real quick,
wait. When who died?
when OJ
OJ,
supposedly died.
OJ dead?
you didn't
That's
know
what
OJ died?
When he died?
I mean,
like Monday or
allegedly.
Tuesday, allegedly.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah.
Because they showed a video of
You
him
don't hear
and
that shit?
Hell nah.
Huh?
I'm off the grid around here. Hell no. I
Yeah,
didn't hear
that's
that.
what I'm doing.
and they
Damn.
showed a video of him. They showed a video of OJ from February 11th, right?
Uh-huh.
And I
Uh-huh.
guess I guess he posted it up on his Twitter or his TikTok or whatever he's on, and he's like, "Yeah, I ain't been feeling all that good, but hopefully in 2 weeks I'll be back out there on the golf course."
Damn.
Then 2 months later, now all of a sudden he's
What,
gone
recently?
on February 11th.
It was
Wait, did
recently?
he did he ever get out of prison? Or did he die
Yeah,
in
yeah.
prison?
Yeah, he got out.
Damn. Poor OJ.
No, but he got out of prison. Yo, John, you there? You on here?
Yeah, how you doing?
Oh, what's up,
Can you
John?
hear
Long
me?
time no hear.
All right.
I don't think
Good.
he ever did a day in prison in his life,
Nah, he
and
was
I
on
Yeah,
the
really,
I
island
was
hanging out
easy,
with all
bro.
those other people.
and I really
Yeah, he
doubt that.
was in a club.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
doubt
if he
that he was. I doubt that he's even dead now. It's possible, but he just may want to be left alone.
Yeah, all of a sudden, yeah, like all of a sudden out of nowhere. Like, this came out of nowhere. They say he had prostate cancer. I never heard of that. I never heard that.
Well, I've heard of prostate cancer, but no, I don't buy it at all. I think he just wants to retire
But
in peace. He lives behind a gated community. He probably still lives there with his wife Nicole, and he just wants to be left alone.
what y'all think is Megan Kelly?
what? Hold on,
Nicole
with
Simpson.
Nicole?
Yeah,
Nicole Simpson. I think that's Megan Kelly.
You think
Megan
Megan Kelly
Kelly.
is Nicole Simpson?
No, Megan Kelly is the lady who they put into pictures with OJ, who looks very much like his wife Nicole. And I have no doubt that Megan Kelly is the one who played those parts. And now OJ is just with his wife alone, and everyone will leave him alone. He lives in a gated community, probably orders his
Yeah,
groceries out and everything. And so I think he just wanted to live the
Simpson,
rest of his life out.
they all fucking each other. I'm pretty sure he not with her. He probably would shit. You know, all that shit is now. They
So
all
you,
just
so
fornicate
John,
each
so
other and
you,
shit and all that shit. That's just for fronting, you know. I don't know. You guys still there?
Yeah, I think
yeah, I'm here.
if you go back and look at the pictures and the video with his quote wife Nicole, Megan Kelly is put in there superimposed over her. And I think that she had a very similar look and that they just ran this con on everyone because Megan Kelly played Nicole's sister on the witness stand against him. And then you had that character, Kato Kalin. I think that was really Ron Goldman, or he played Ron Goldman. And then his name, Kato. You have to look at who the judge was, and I think that's the late Bruce Lee portraying the Judge Ito.
Could be. You know what? The sister could have been Nicole Simpson. I mean, you just never. I wouldn't put it past him. You know, you see what they did with the Dave shit. You know, Michael Jackson the day of his funeral. You know what I'm saying? It's like I would put it past him.
Yeah, I don't think he's dead. I think he just wants to be left alone, and he'll go out even in public. He'll wear sunglasses. He's probably got a bald head now, and there'll just be some old couple out there, and no one will know him.
Well, it's like I told Aunt Badger when I was listening to the news the other day talking about it, and they said after his civil trial or his because so basically he got found not guilty of the murders, but then I
Yeah.
guess the families took
Mm-hmm.
him to court in a civil lawsuit, and in that civil lawsuit,
Mm-hmm.
the judgment was that he was supposed to pay them $33 million.
Million. Ah,
$1 million
ah, ah, ah,
because
ah.
they said even though he didn't kill him, he was still responsible for the crime. I guess that's
Right,
what they say.
Yeah.
right. But 33, I mean, come on, man. Like they couldn't put it out any more blatant in front of people's faces.
Yeah, just like they threw
Yeah, pretty
Cato,
much. Yeah.
and the judge being the Cato from the Green Hornet. It was all just throwing everything in your
You know what,
face.
man? That shit is fucking genius. That's he never thought of that shit. You know, I'm gonna have to
Well,
look into
I've
that.
heard other people say it too.
Y'all heard people. Y'all can hear me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Yeah, but I heard other people say the father was like an actor and shit. Goldman.
I think he
Goldman's
was.
father.
I think Goldman, I know he hung out with John Walsh for a while too. I think they're naval intelligence.
I mean, isn't that a Jewish name?
Goldman, yeah. I think though that's naval
Yeah.
intelligence. And his supposed daughter, Kim Goldman, she showed up as Amber Fry with Scott Peterson in that Peters Lacey
Oh,
Peterson
oh
killing.
yeah, Lacey. Yeah,
Oh,
Lacey
hey,
Peterson. Yeah.
I saw something the other day on the news about that, where supposedly, allegedly, the sister
What?
had found her body in a canal years ago, and allegedly called the police. They didn't come out and do anything, and then allegedly got some sort of sonar device from Alaska and then found her remains again.
It's crazy.
Like the stories that they tell are just so fucking unbelievable that how anybody believes it is beyond me.
Yeah, the one that gets me is the fact that she showed up as Amber Fry in that other thing. She went from Kim Goldman to Amber Fry. They just did a little makeup difference on her. And then
Oh,
Gloria Allred was representing her again. That
and
TV
that
lawyer who's Martin Landau, the actor's cousin.
that's another thing that made me laugh the other day is that Brian Kilmeade, when he was talking on the news and basically just going off on OJ, calling him a killer, even though he was found to be not guilty. Kilmeade makes the comment that this was the time that people started to not trust the news.
Yeah, man.
Like I said, I still just don't believe he's dead. I think he just wanted to retire in peace. I mean, it's always possible. Once you get past 70, you could go at any time.
I mean, but again, two months ago, on February 11th, he put out a video on his back pool area, basically saying, everything's good. I'm going to be back out on the golf course in a couple weeks. And then all of a sudden, bam, 2 months later, he's dead.
Well, that's why they did it for, so they could sell this death story. I don't think he's dead.
Yeah, I don't
No,
either because this came out of nowhere.
yeah.
That's why they did
Down
the
hearing
back
about it.
video. They did the back video to cover their tracks, and people will say, oh, yeah, see, he was sick and made a last appearance. He just doesn't want to get noticed in public anymore. He and his wife will lay low for the next 6 months, and then they'll come out, and no one will know him.
Is he the next
Yeah.
Elvis?
Oh, God.
Oh, shit, we got an OJ sighting.
We
That
gotta
might
think
be it.
is you got to put him. Is he in the elite level to where they will fake his death. You got to think like these
Well,
are.
he's an actor. He was an actor, and they
Yeah,
do that with
he's a famous
actors
actor,
all the
famous out.
time.
Yeah, he fits that platform. You know,
Oh
he's
yeah,
a famous football player, and he was a great actor. Believe it
oh
or
yeah.
not. Yeah.
But he's not known as a
Uh,
football player no more. He's not known as that.
well,
So
I'm
he's
just
No,
not
saying
known
his.
as a
I
football
mean,
player no more.
well, I'm saying is he legendary enough? Like you say, iconic Bruce Lee. These are people that'll fake the deaths, like Michael Jackson. I mean, you got to think when they do the death folks, these are big names.
Well, they
You
tried
know,
to say too, Mike, when they had that funeral or whatever for Mike, that he basically showed up in the audience wearing a fedora.
yeah.
You seen that video?
No,
yeah, I've
I ain't.
seen that. It's
Let's check it
funny.
out.
So there's a dude that shows up to the fucking funeral, and he's literally like just hanging out by himself, and because Mike went from being a light skinned black guy to a white guy,
Yeah. Well,
and
he was, like I don't think Michael Jackson and Jacko are two different people. You see what I'm saying? I don't know
The
what that
who?
Jacko is. That's not. I don't think that's Michael Jackson.
Well, he hurt his back in a fall and burnt himself in a commercial. And when
Yeah,
he
the Pepsi
came
commercial.
back, he didn't look the same. And some people have even
When he come back,
theorized that he was just another person replaced him. And
Yeah,
some people even
that's when they
theorized
killed him. Yeah, that's when they took
some
him.
people
Michael Jackson.
theorized it
Yeah,
was a relative of his.
I agree.
Some even think that was a woman dressed as a
so
man.
so I heard I can't remember where I was watching it, but they literally flat out said that everybody that is in the so-called upper echelon, whether it's politics or in acting, because they were talking about it with, I think, Clinton and Biden, and that these people all have body doubles. So you know what I mean? Like there's
Yeah,
always somebody else impersonating them, or there's somebody that is taking their so-called, because again, when apparently, allegedly, the travels of the president are supposed to be top secret. But there's somebody like they always place the guinea pig in there or the clone or the double to kind of give the illusion of that person's travel or the illusion, because again
I'm.
we live in on a earth that these people have been visual manipulators for a long time.
Let me tell you
Definitely.
yeah.
something real quick. Hey, how I know they could pull this off. I was doing some research. They have something called artificial Eminem, artificial Drake, like artists that you can produce a beat and you say like Drake and Eminem. It's like they'll actually come up with a verse, and it's artificial intelligence. It's not even them performing. It sounds like them. I mean, it's just it's bizarre. So I know they can do it with comedy and anything else. You see what I'm saying? So they can actually produce the music without the artist even writing it or anything like that. They can just do it
I'll
artificial
tell you
intelligence.
a
I'll do
really
some research on it. And do some
But
research on
what?
it. Look at artificial Eminem
Yeah,
versus
but what?
artificial. It's gonna go AI. It's called AI Biggie versus AI Eminem. You know what I'm saying? You'll see what I'm talking about when
Huh?
you get some time. Try to
Yo, but
remember that. But all you guys, because I think they can perfect it in comedy too. You know,
Oh, they've been they
it's a
so look,
art.
and
remember
that's what that's what the virus
yo,
always
remember
the
what
T.
remember what what's the name? That rapper Coolio. Y'all saw that what he said before he
What do you
died?
say?
Allegedly.
allegedly
No,
died.
remember he said, yeah. Remember he said it'd be like a rapper will make a song that like he made a song
Yeah,
He made a song, but he was another rapper. He was another
yeah,
rapper. Like he
yeah,
was probably on the song. He did the lyrics, but they changed his voice. Yo, it's
yeah,
online. Y'all gotta find that. But the point I'm trying to get at, he did a song for another rapper. I mean, an album, but
yeah,
it's the rapper. It's him. Whoever the
yeah,
rapper name is, they saying he did the whole album. Yeah,
yeah,
Well,
but Coolio said he did the album.
so basically anything that they come out with now, as it pertains to so-called technology,
yeah.
that shit's like
They can,
50 years old. They've been holding
I
on
mean,
to
it's
it.
just it's computer simulated. It goes by the mannerism. I mean, you're saying how they flow. It's precise, bro. And it's like they
Well, that's
can.
what I'm.
And
But
this
they've
is
been.
artificial. Oh, huh? Oh, go ahead,
My
David.
bad, my bad. But I'm saying, like, so whatever technology they come out with now, they've
Uh-huh.
been sitting on it for 5 decades, and they push it out to us and they give it to us to
Yeah.
make us think that we're
I
moving
totally
forward.
agree, bro. You know
You
what
know
I'm
what I
saying? I was
mean?
gonna say 3. I'll say 5 decades. It makes
Oh,
sense.
minimum. Like they withhold
Yeah,
shit for 50 years.
you see
Like,
Star Trek,
Yeah,
whatever.
like
You
when they
got the
make
flat screen
something,
TVs on that
like
shit.
they don't make
You
it.
know?
Like they already made it. They just come out with it.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
they don't come. Like I was telling my friends, I said when they make a new car, like they been made it. Like it just don't come out. Like they already made the new car, bro. Like, what the fuck? Like the
yeah, the blueprint, the
2025.
blueprint, the blueprint was put together fucking decades ago.
We in
I agree,
we in
man.
2024. All right, we're in 2024. 2025 cars are already made. Like, what the fuck? Like, they already made. Like,
Well, a really good one to show this is Prince. He dies, and then this strange sister of his shows up. That's him, dressed up with a mask and everything. That's Prince, who comes out as his sister. He's still alive, and he'll probably still produce songs, and he probably writes them for people too.
now I believe in the mask, though. I believe in that.
Yeah, that's him when his sister shows up, and she's honoring his brother. That's him, dressed up.
What's up, Chris?
Well, you got to look at the Hollywood makeup. I mean, it's not hard for them to make you think that somebody is, you know what I mean? Because again, they've shown us from way back in the 80s how easy it is to put somebody in a mask, to put somebody in makeup and make them look like a completely different person. Don't I mean like my prime example that I could use is like Mrs. Doubtfire when Robin Williams was turned
Mm-hmm.
into the woman and he would literally put on a mask and take off a mask every time he would go from Robin Williams to I'm all of a sudden the nanny.
Hey, you know what? You speaking of Robin Williams, I was gonna say something about him. When after they pronounced him dead, it was a show on ABC, bro. It was obviously this dude was in disguise. I can't think of the name of the show, and it looked just like fucking Robin Williams, but then they said it was Mike Myers. I gotta find the name of that show, man. They pulled a good one, so they definitely be doing these death hoaxes.
I don't think he
Seriously.
died.
No,
I
it
don't.
was.
I
I
don't
don't
think.
think he died either. I don't think Robin Williams died
Well,
either
you
because
want to
Yeah,
see
they
him?
said he.
so, huh?
You want to see him today? Look at Bill Gates. When this
Bill
vaccine,
Gates, what?
Bill Gates, when
You
the
mean his
Oh,
vaccine
wife,
came,
Melinda? He
Yeah.
looks like Melinda.
no,
yeah. I don't
Robin
think it's Bill
Williams.
Gates. He looked too fragile.
Robin Williams is playing Bill Gates, and Kevin Kline, the actor, is playing his wife Melinda. They look different than what they used to in the past.
Hey, did you guys ever check out? Hey, Ann, did you ever check out the Chris Farley, Rob Ford thing? It's the crackhead mayor. You need to check that out, bro.
Look, do
I don't know.
who?
It's called Chris Farley from Tommy Boy, and then you got to go Rob Ford, the crackhead mayor, bro. That shit is fucking. I'm telling you, the resemblance is uncanny.
I have a
You gotta
friend.
check
I
that
have
out.
a friend up in
Wait,
Toronto
wait, wait,
area.
what
Yeah, he's from
crackhead
Toronto.
mayor?
Huh? You never seen
What crackhead mayor?
Rob Ford, the crackhead mayor? Oh, that nigga's hilarious, bro. You gotta check him
You,
out.
You talking
Yeah,
about the one from back in the day?
he was.
Yeah,
Well, he's dead now too, but nah, he was the
allegedly.
fucking mayor of Toronto, and
Yeah.
he fucking
Oh,
he was all kind of antics. He was falling, and he was a clown, but he was a crackhead. He got caught smoking crack on camera. It's just funny, man. It's funny as fuck.
That
But that's
sounds
oh,
my
I
like
that's
he
never
could have
actually
been
saw.
Tommy
hanging out
Boy,
with Obama.
huh?
Yeah, I have a friend up in Toronto, and that friend, he
Yeah.
claims that people he knows have made deliveries to that house, and they claim they've saw him, that he's still alive, Rob Ford. And I don't doubt it.
Hey, you guys there? Anybody? Y'all still there?
Yeah, I'll tell you something about the other
Okay.
crackhead. Cause it was
Somebody, I
another
think, it's cutting
crackhead
off and
mayor.
on.
Washington, D.C., Marion Barry.
Yeah, yeah, Washington. Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, that's the one I remember.
Listen, man, check that shit out. Rob Ford, what's his name? Damn, I just said his name. Yeah, Tommy Boy and Rob Ford, the crackhead mayor. They're the same person, same exact person. Bullshit, you not. It's funny as fuck though, but it's like it's a little sinister at the same time. Kind
You
of
said
creep
it's
me out a
sinister?
little bit.
Yeah.
It's sinister, huh? It's like the death hoax is a little more sinister. It's sick, man. It's like you know, the average person, shit, to the average person, they dead. You got to think about it. So where do they take them? You know, you never know.
They
I don't know
just
what
lie
they
low.
took.
They just lie low for a while.
I don't think,
Change
man.
their
Yeah.
I think it's like it's a movie called Anonym or some shit with Janelle Monáe. It's about the double life. Like reality, she's living a fucking she's like this big news broadcaster, but then in the underworld, they kidnapped her and took her, you know what I'm saying? And then she like fucked up. They treat her, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. So you never know. They could be torturing their ass. You see what I'm saying? Making them slaves in the dungeon or something. You are feeding them to the enemy. These fucking creatures, you just never know, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
they are pronounced dead. I mean, what good are they if they dead anyway? If they pronounced dead,
But remember, that don't
huh?
be they that don't be their real name, and they wasn't born that name, most of them.
No, they're all stage
Yeah,
names.
you bet. I hope not,
Yeah.
because they own that name. You gotta think about it. When they sign that David Chappelle, whatever, they actually own the name. So yeah, they can
Yeah.
get a clone and play on it,
Yeah.
and use artificial intelligence to do as comedic material. I'm telling you, these people, man, these motherfuckers are too brilliant. It's crazy, man.
But they doing easy shit to me. You just gotta people blind.
Yeah, it's not
You gotta
because
figure that out.
yeah, because they're really not as intelligent as
Yeah,
they
easy
claim to
shit. But
be.
you just gotta have a clear mind. You gotta like, you know what I'm saying?
No, you're right.
Like
Like,
if I tell somebody, they're gonna say I'm crazy, but because they ain't got a clear mind. Man.
I mean,
Like,
because
they don't like that shit.
me personally, I feel like we've been under the control of a bunch of fucking dumbasses for I don't know how many centuries now.
no, they can't be too dumb, bro. They got this shit.
Yo, even with
No,
Well, no,
with the
it's not
space
that
shuttle, even with
it's
huh?
the space shuttle,
it's not
even with,
that they're dumb. It's just they've dumbed down the masses so much
No,
that they're still getting away with it.
it ain't just that.
what,
Listen, they said,
what,
look,
yo,
it's one
yo,
thing they said. They say you want to rather be feared or loved, but it's fear. It's ruthless tactics, bro. The ones that smart, they got them in control. You got to think, man. They not fucking nice running this shit. They got some
yeah,
evil fucking ways. You know.
cause, like this how I go. Like the media could tell you somebody died, right, and
Yeah,
everybody believe it off the
yeah.
rip. Now, if my neighborhood, if I say somebody died, they say, "How you know? You sure?" They're gonna quit. They don't do that to the media. You know what I mean? They just believe the
Yeah.
media ASAP. Or if I say somebody died in the neighborhood, they go, "You sure? How you know?"
Well, and
But y'all don't
Yeah.
do that to the media. Y'all don't
it's
do
the
that to the
same
media.
thing. It's the
Yeah,
same thing with the fucking elections. The
yeah,
same people who tell us who we get to vote for are the same people who tell us who wins the vote.
yeah, 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 yeah,
And when they tell us who wins the vote, they'll show you on the screen that they've only had 1% of the polls report, but they're already calling the race after only having 1% of the polls reporting because they already know and they've already got the determination of the outcome. They don't need to tell us that all the polls have reported. They could give you a winner after only having 1% of the polls reported of who wins the election.
Hey, Damien, I see. Hey, one time I seen somebody. Ronald Reagan was saying something. Somebody behind him put him in check. Said something in his ear, like he was, he was pointing at him, like you better. You could tell he was putting him in check. You know what I'm saying? And from there, I always
Right.
thought, who the fuck is that dude behind him? You got to think. It's crazy, man.
Well,
How
that's
this
the
shit
thing
is.
because these people are just the front men. They're the mouthpieces to get in front of the cameras, put on some makeup, read the
Yeah,
teleprompters, and the scripts that they read are not their own words. These
yeah.
people never speak from the heart,
Of
Yeah,
course
and
that's
not.
a
it's
fact.
and it's never from the top of the brain.
Nah, nothing's from the top of the brain. There's no freestyling with that shit. You know.
That's because again we're dealing with heartless, soulless individuals who are nothing more than little puppets on strings. And when they tell us that we have problems with so-called China or Russia or Iran or Iraq or the Taliban or ISIS K or whoever it might be, it kills me because I was watching the live stream news earlier, and somehow the U.S. is telling everybody to stay away from Israel now because supposedly, allegedly, the U.S. knows that Iran has either set up or armed 100 and some odd missiles and all kinds of drones for a so called retaliation strike against Israel for killing or fucking up the Iranian embassy in Syria.
Yeah.
And the
All
whole
theater.
destruction of Syria is because Syria is also holding on to these ancient artifacts that would actually probably go against everything we've been taught and told if it was ever released.
Let me tell you something. They got these motherfuckers on trial, bro. U.S. is on trial. You British Empire, you got to think. Years of colonizing, they on trial, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
And a lot of people, the United Nations got them on trial. A lot of, I'm saying, how the fuck does Bill Gates, people like Oprah, how the fuck do they have warrants? The Epstein's and all this shit. They cracking down on that shit. The Pizzagate, I'm telling you,
well,
they don't like that shit.
if you look too, um, it was the first Bush who said 2 times that they're going to form the New World Order under the guise of the United Nations.
Yeah.
But
I'm just saying. That,
in this last so-called presidential debate, you had two different so-called candidates
yeah.
that were vying for the Republican live stream nomination. And
Yeah.
again, you got Trump, who was a former Democrat, who was pro-life, who was pro-choice, who was
Yeah.
for abortion. Like these people, they flip-flop. That's how they keep the
All that,
people
I
questioning.
think all that shit is just is gibberish. I think Russia really has something on them.
Well,
They
when
like they
you
pretty much
when
blackmailed
you
the United
when
States in some way. They didn't hack the election. They manipulated the election because some kind of bribery. They had something on. Maybe it was something. There was a rumor that Bill Clinton they had him on tape. Fuck, messing with a little girl. You know what I'm
well,
saying?
yeah, they're all criminals, man. They're all
But I'm
pedophiles.
saying like
But
Russia was gonna leak that shit. Maybe it was some truth to that shit
if you
because
look,
how the fuck
if you
that piece
look
of gay shit, the WikiLeaks, how did that shit get out there? It's
Well,
like they
because
just
again, Julian Assange is just another puppet in the system. But if
yeah
you look this last election, Badger, you can go back and find Nikki Haley, who was Trump's United Nations warmongering ambassador, and you can go and look at Vivek Ramaswamy, who's not ever had to struggle a day in his life because he comes from a rich, probably Jewish family.
yeah
uh, he and Nikki Haley both say that they want to continue the experiment of America. So it's basically telling everybody that this country was, contrived, and it was under the inception that it was just an experiment. So that literally is telling everybody blatantly that, you know what, everything they do is nothing more than a fucking scientific experimentation upon the people.
Well, they
And
can get
not just here,
scientifical. Let me
but the
see. They
earth.
can get scientifical, bro. But they on trial for war crimes, bro. You gotta think. You gotta think. It's not just America, worldwide.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
you
and then
know
who
what
is
I'm
the
saying?
U.S. right now to question anything that so-called Israel's doing when it comes to war, when the U.S. is responsible over the last 20 to 30 years
Well,
for
you know, the
for
U.S., Israel,
displacing,
all that is
yeah,
the same thing.
displacing and fucking destroying millions of people's lives over the last 3 decades.
That
And
British Empire, bro.
that whole land in Israel is nothing but stolen land. Like they created that country.
That's what I'm saying. They
Like it's
they
a
all
make
over.
believe country, just like this one. It's a make believe country, just
It's
like
not even
all
a
of them.
country. It's a
Corporation.
corporation. That's what I'm saying. It's a corporation. America's a corporation. You know, it's not a country. It's more like everybody come out here, like Scarface said, it's one big country waiting to be fucked. And it really is. That's how it is out here,
Yeah.
man. Everybody fucking, you know what I'm saying, and getting money out of this shit. And, they taking the shit back to their resources. It's like United States in trouble because you got to think, we've been trading with all these countries, and what have we been giving back? You know what I'm saying? Everybody has treasury plates, so they don't need that shit no more. China
Well,
don't need it.
if you look at what but again, it's part of the plan because again, everything that happens in front of us has been
Yeah,
scripted out 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago. It's scripted. Like again, everything they do is is written. It's a scripted reality they have us living in. When we turn on the TV, it's nothing but scripted reality. When we go out in real life though, and like right now on this live stream when we're talking, this isn't scripted. There's no
yeah,
script behind this. This is actually human beings interacting, which is real. And
Uh-huh.
and and,
yeah.
and once we can start doing this again, and once we can get to this point again, and we can get past all their bullshit division tools that they've been using for decades. Because again, I thought we were supposed to evolve as human beings. I have not seen one inch of evolvement since I was born, and
That's
Yeah.
that was over 40 years ago.
Yeah.
that's what kind of frightens me. It's like we declining. You know what I'm saying? As
Because
far as
they
our consciousness
control
and
they
our subconscious, and
Yeah, they control everything. They control when, and that's what they said a long time ago. When you control the money, you control the food, you control the fucking education,
Yeah.
you got the brain. Like they
yeah,
got the brain, and then they got the hearts, and then they got the souls, and then they got people thinking that again, there's any difference between black and white when I don't give a shit what color you are. You could be fucking yellow or green or brown for all I care, and you're still getting taxed the same way that I am, which is almost
Yeah.
30% of your fucking work.
Yeah.
it's even worse than that, bro. 7 billion people in the world. That's what they say. 7 billion, and they say if they say in the next 10 years they want that number to decline, they expect 500,000 people. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They got a lot of killing.
that's what the guidestones used to say. They want to keep the population in in accordance with the Earth and have it at 500 million people. But then they blew up the guidestones and they blamed it on some
You gotta think,
random.
how the fuck you gonna kill seven? Well, that's 6.5 billion people then that you're gonna have to kill.
According to Bill Gates, you can do that by doing a good job in medicine and vaccines.
I don't think they. Man, I think it's natural catastrophe, bro. I really.
I was listening to a guy off of the 153 by I think his name is Dr. Vernon Coleman,
Uh huh.
and he sounds like an English dude, and he's an old ass motherfucker, which
Yeah.
is, I don't care how old you are, because again, the dude was spitting knowledge the other night when I was listening to him,
Yeah.
and he's talking about how they have legalized euthanasia.
What do you mean?
So for
Listen,
humans, they've
Mercy
legalized
killing.
euthanasia.
Mercy
What's
killing.
Mercy
Like
kill.
you,
Oh,
like you do to a
well,
dog.
shit.
You put 'em under.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh,
They
Yeah.
legalized that in Canada.
Yeah. It's
And it's for all kinds of things, whether it's somebody that's supposedly disabled, whether
yeah.
it's I heard something about some guy was euthanized because he was deaf.
Oh, euthanize. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, like killed basically.
Yeah. I'm
Basically
out there.
Dr. Jack Kevorkian, but legalized. Remember Dr.
Yeah.
Jack Kevorkian? They made a
Yeah.
big
Yeah.
deal about him
Yeah.
because
yeah,
he
I remember
supposedly put people out of their misery.
with the suicide machine. Yeah,
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 he was a suicide doctor.
I'm not
yeah.
sure that was even real.
Well, again, that's what they tried to tell us. I'm just saying this is what I'm going off of what we were told.
That's still, you got to think, people reproduce. It's still a lot of killing, bro.
Yo,
It's
speaking
no
about
way they
that,
can kill that many people. You got to think about, unless they just really flat out just shoot people alive, or you know what I'm saying, or get robots like the Terminator to just kill everybody. That's the only
Like
way they can
there's
No,
just
more
what about
really.
it with the injections, the
there's more
vaccine?
They fucking
yeah,
people being like they people. The Tuskegee, we been fucking surviving all this shit, all they
but
poison.
no,
there's more of
remember,
that predictive programming with the so-called robots coming and killing people.
but
I
remember
mean,
Bill Gates said he's trying to decrease the population.
yeah,
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
by
the
by
500 million.
medicine and
yeah,
vaccines.
yeah. No, I did a video. I don't know if it's still on this channel. I forgot what channel I did it on. I did a video on that. He say it he say it. Like I didn't say it, he said it.
Listen,
Yeah, he
remember,
want to
and hey,
decrease the population by
and
15% over the next 5 years or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. That's what he
hey,
said.
remember,
Yeah.
hey, you got to get a scientist on here though. Remember, and remember when I told you follow the money, man. You got to see where
Hmm.
all, yeah, we got to see where all the money. What are they spending all this motherfucking money at? The gold is gone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, FEMA is trillions of dollars. They getting all the money. You know, they building all these fucking deep underground bunkers, presidential. They call dumps, deep underground military bunkers, bro. Hundreds of them
Yeah, but
all over the country.
you also got to remember the paper dollar is really worth nothing.
Well, yeah, the dollar is about to be gone. The dollar is about to be
Yeah.
dead. There's no, like I'm telling my relatives, I don't think you're gonna see no more currency in the next 2 to 3 years. I think they're gonna flat out just kill the dollar and
But
just
yeah,
go more on digital.
they want to go everything digital.
Yeah, no,
And if you're not a good slave, if you're not a good slave to the system, they'll turn off your digital.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
well, they're
why
not gonna be able to. It's that's more of a chip. I think they just gonna make everything bank transactions and shit like that. It's gonna kill everybody because now you're gonna be subjected to auto pay. You're gonna have to pay all
yeah.
your bills. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be in debt. You know?
Well, that's all it already is we're in a debt system.
Yeah,
They've created a debt system, and that's the way that there's another trap. Like I said, they own the money, they control the
yeah,
money, you
yeah,
control everything.
yeah. You know, in jail, like in prison, you know, instead of people using cash, they use shit like soup. That'll be your currency. Like if you want to buy, if you want to gamble on football,
Yeah,
you pay the bookie.
you
Like
barter
yeah, you
with your
pay the
food.
you pay the bookie exactly. You know, so there's a will, there's a way. That's what people gonna do out here. It's the same thing. They want to get rid of cash. People gonna still find other ways to hustle. You know, it's just. But I think people need to be ready. I think cash is about to be gone. Currency is
According,
That's why.
hey,
unaccountable.
so
Can't.
on the news here in Ohio, there's a bill that I guess the governor is getting ready to try to put out
Yeah.
that would ban cell phones in Ohio schools.
And
Yeah,
cell
So,
phone.
You can stage
so
more fake shooting, and no
right,
one
well,
will get info that it's phony.
right, well that too, but again, you take away the kid's cell phone, and if there is a so-called real shooter,
Mm-hmm.
nobody has their phone to call 911.
Man, I think
Well, I
it's
don't think it's because of that. I think they don't want no video. What?
Well,
The cameras.
they're saying this guy tried to say that it's detrimental to the kids learning.
hey, you know what we talking about?
What,
We
the
need to figure
funk?
out what's it. We got to
Yeah.
figure out.
The
We got to
funk?
figure out what's the elephant in the room. You know, what are you doing all this shit for?
Rudy Gobert would have done.
Because
Get
because
the
again,
fuck out of here.
they just want ultimate and they want utter and total control over everything you do on this earth. And I can't remember who it was, it Klaus Schwab or something that said, "Here soon you will own nothing and you will be happy about it."
Yeah.
You know what I
But
mean? So
nobody don't own nothing.
they don't. I know you never own anything. People think
Yeah,
they buy
nobody never owned nothing.
people think they pay off their houses and it's like, okay, good job, but are you still paying taxes on that land that was stolen?
Yeah. Nobody don't own nothing, man.
Oh, you paid off your car. That's cool. Guess what? You still get to pay for your license every so many years. You still get to pay for your tags every year. And you still got
Yeah.
to pay insurance every fucking month.
Now you
Yeah.
go. Now you got to pay health insurance is going to be mandatory. See what I'm saying? If it's not already. So now
That's why
if you don't
I
pay
always
health
tell
insurance, you don't
everybody,
get taxed.
like people I know, I said, we never own nothing, man. I don't want to hear you say you own it. No, nobody don't own nothing, bro. Get out of here. You
Hey,
don't even own you don't
Even
own your phone. You don't own
I'm
your phone. You gotta
no,
pay the
because you pay a
fucking
bill every month. I'm
yeah. That's
checking. I'm
what.
checking.
even listen, even Oprah, say she worth what 20 billion. Did she go to the bank and take that shit out? Honestly, did she go
No,
withdraw
because the
$20 billion?
banks ain't holding that much money.
Nope.
So I'm gonna check out real quick. I'll be back in a few. I got to get my dog out.
All right, brother.
Gotta get your dog out. Yeah.
What up, man?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's up, man? What time is it
No,
out there? What
you know,
time is
I'm just yeah. Yeah. No, I was looking at the
it?
fucking basketball shit. This fucking live looking shit. Yeah. Well, yeah. But we don't owe shit. I
Hey,
don't know why people think that.
the
The
night
only
you
thing
had
we own,
what you say?
the only thing we own is our clothes. That's it.
And that's because
That's
nobody
it.
wants
You
to
gotta
wear
buy that
someone
shit.
else's clothes. Nobody wants to
Hmm?
wear someone else's clothes. No one wants to get into their stink, so they don't want to wear someone else's clothes. That's the only reason why you own your clothes.
Yeah, that's it. That's what we own, our goddamn clothes.
Our shoes
It has
too,
enough
because no
value.
one
You
wants
can't
your ass
trade
to
it
be
in.
foot.
That's what I'm saying.
Now I'm
Everything you
counting. I
buy
mean,
must have
shoes is
value.
part of clothes.
Yeah.
Shoes is part of clothes.
You gotta think.
Speaking of shoes, remember how they said that O.J. Simpson had a pair of Bruno Malley shoes and all that stuff in his case? And they were saying that was photoshopped on him, and someone photoshopped O.J. in bunny slippers at a football game and all sorts of crap like that. They were kind of thrown in your face that we can do anything we want to.
Them Photoshop pictures. Like when they do them Photoshop pictures of anything, I could see it 9 times out of 10, but some people can't see it. Like I'm like, I said 9 times out of 10. Sometimes I do get fooled.
Yeah, look at the pictures of O.J. and Nicole, his
Mm-hmm.
wife. Those pictures have been doctored. Megyn Kelly's face is imposed on them. That's what I believe.
Tell you that was fucking Nicole Simpson at her own fucking trial. The sister it was her.
Yeah, her sister was. But the
Crazy.
real Nicole Simpson, I think, is still alive and well and married to OJ.
I think it's Megyn Kelly, and I think it's the same person. I could
Well,
be wrong.
Megyn Kelly is the actress that played her for the TV show, The O.J. Simpson
That's
Trial.
what I'm saying. That makes it even more like fucking.
Wait,
Yeah,
hold it. I never even saw the movie. What
I'm
she
telling you,
played?
that is fucking crazy.
I didn't know she played her.
That makes it even more believable, right there.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I didn't even know. I didn't even.
It's like
I
look,
only watched one of the OJ.
it's a fake.
There's so many OJ movies. I watched one of them. I
Hey,
think
and
one of
it's
them.
a shit called If You Decide. It's a dude. He an expert, former like face analyst. You know what I'm saying? He can get he just matched the shit to the T. The shit with the Tupac, the shit with Chris Farley I was telling you about. He's an expert at analyzing like digital face shit. Compare ears and then go with mannerisms and shit like that. It's like match it to the T. You know what I'm saying? This shit is
There's a
crazy.
guy who does some of that. His name's Miles W. Mathis, and you should read some of his articles. He does some good stuff.
Yeah, that shit's crazy, man. Like, literally, it's like you can't tell it. You can't talk to this shit to the average mind because they'll look at you crazy. You know?
Yeah.
They think reality is as the TV presents it. It's totally the opposite.
Look, on the Nipsey Hussle shit, it was clearly a fucking dummy. See what I'm saying? No blood on the scene. This dude got what? Shot five times in the body, one in the head, no blood. And he, all kinds of CPR experts talking about this shit is not a fucking human. This is a dummy. Why are they fucking? That's what I'm saying.
But who you talking about? Who you talking about?
Check that shit out. The Nipsey Hussle when they
Nipsey Hussle. Yeah, Nipsey Hussle. Yeah, I saw all that. Yeah, Nipsey Hussle. Yeah, that was a dummy on the floor, bro.
Yeah, the Eric Holder, the dude that shot him, which is Eric Holder, the Attorney General.
Yeah, he got the same name. Eric Holder.
Fucking crazy. Same name. How's that? It's bizarre, bro.
See, I did a video on all that, dude. Like, even when it first came out,
it's two different people, obviously. You see what I'm saying? If you look at the first Eric Holder and the second Eric Holder, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Trump has changed over time, and so has Joe Biden. He's not the same guy either.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? The president's probably got doubles or triples.
Yeah, but it's the same main guy. The guy that came out as Trump back in the 80s, he's gone. He's nowhere near around.
Clyde Davis, another one. He should be dead. Think about Clyde Davis. Yeah, for real. Yeah, that motherfucker was old for a long time. Clyde Davis, he been old since Whitney Houston was young. You gotta think about that. Shit.
You don't know ever that they tell you their real age.
Yeah.
Some people speculated that about that Betty White too, that she wasn't anywhere near as old as they think she was. And some people went back to her high school and tried to find a high school picture, and it's very fuzzy of her. So it's probably not even the same person.
Yeah, since they've been doing these, they've been doing this. Like when the internet came out, now people could look stuff up, and I think that's what fucked they fake shit up. Like people will look it up. Like as soon as they do it, like with OJ, people gonna look it up. They're gonna say, "Is this dude really dead?" Like they're gonna look shit up.
Yeah, I like I say, I don't think he died. He put that video out a few months ago. He just wants to
the point I'm trying to get at, back in the day, like in the 80s, niggas couldn't look shit up at it. Like, you know what I mean? So they could say so and so died, people that's gonna believe it. But now people can look stuff up. Like you just said, they looked up the lady high school. Now that's what people do now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So they gotta see if this shit really happened.
Look, hey, John Benet Ramsey. That's fucking Katy Perry, bro.
Yeah.
Listen, bro. These motherfuckers, it's fucking identical, bro. The eyes don't lie. You know what I'm saying? That shit is crazy. Tell me that shit ain't sinister, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think many of them. I know there was at a basketball game, there was Rihanna there, and then they said, "Well, that's the lady that almost looks like her at a double." No, those are the two people who play Rihanna. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's four people playing Lady Gaga.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I think Lady Gaga's a man.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I think that's a dude, man. That's a dude.
Yeah.
They could all be dudes. People say Taylor Swift is a guy, and I think that Kelsey guy on Kansas City is gay, so maybe they had a gay old time at the Super Bowl.
Yeah. But Travis Kelsey.
Yeah, I think he's gay. He's always with one woman after another. I think they just hire someone to be with him because he's gay.
Oh,
I mean,
a fuck.
anybody you see on TV is pretty much is pretty much.
But yo, they had movies like that though. Yo, I forgot that movie. Yo, I gotta find that movie. Oh, San Antonio beat Denver. That's why Mario left. Yeah, but yeah, they fucking blew the game, Denver. Yo, but I remember it was this movie. Like you just said, they used to bring. Y'all gotta find that movie. It was a baseball player. When he in public, they bring an actress lady out with him, but he was gay. He had a boyfriend at his house.
Oh yeah.
But when he in public, he had the lady. I forgot the name of that movie. I gotta find that shit.
Yeah, they'll do that for people in Hollywood and everything else. Even some lesbian actresses, they'll get some guy to portray her boyfriend.
Yeah, yo, I forgot the name of that movie. Yo. But at the time, I wasn't woken up. I saw that movie. Every time he go in public, they bring that actress girl with him. Like he had a boyfriend at home. Whoa.
There's a new movie coming out. If you go over to 153news.net and look at Gary King's channel, he had a trailer for Shoot the Moon. Got Scarlett Johansson and Woody Harrelson in it. And I think that it's their way of admitting that the moon landing was fake.
What about that new movie coming out called Civil War?
Civil War. I haven't heard of that one.
And you got to be careful
It's
on
not
that
the moon landing was fake.
153
Hey,
and
listen,
some of them people on there.
The moon landing wasn't fake. I'm telling you, when they landed on the moon, they seen pyramids, bro.
Yo, Clark Anthony Kansas back. Oh shit.
But I think they're going to try to admit it to people. They're going to try to kind of admit it little by little.
They couldn't.
And that's what
They couldn't. It can't. They still to this day can't explain the pyramids on Earth. When they went up, they seen fucking pyramids on them. It fucked them up. Oh shit! They got pictures and everything. They releasing this shit. It's like,
I mean,
for the public to know.
So again, CGI has been around for a long time too. That's not something brand new. And I feel what you're saying about you think that we've been to that moon, but according to this creation, there's something that separates us from above, and it even says it on Werner von Braun, former Nazi German who was brought to the U.S. after World War II, who was supposedly the rocket guy. He flat out has on his tombstone Psalms 19:1, which that verse reads, "The heavens declare his glory, and the firmament showeth his handiwork." And they again, the truth in the movies, truth in the music. The Red Hot Chili Peppers made that song called Under the Bridge, where they clearly tell you space may be the final frontier, but it was made in a Hollywood basement.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, I think this movie.
Well, that was just the Hollywood. Yeah, they showed us. Yeah, that was all Hollywood. That's what the Russians said. But the real landing, bro, they seen pyramids. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I believe that.
Okay, well, this new movie, Shoot the Moon, you can see the trailer over at 153news.net, Gary King's channel. And you can see that trailer.
Shoot the Moon?
Yeah, Shoot the
Moon. I saw something on there the other day that said something about take me to the moon.
Shoot the Moon.
No, listen. How
what is
5,000? Go ahead, Ed. Go ahead, Ed.
Yo, is it new?
Yeah, it's supposed to be coming out new. They showed the trailer for it. Scarlett Johansson, Woody Harrelson in it.
No, I just typed it in. It said it came out in 82 too. Like it was one in 1982.
Well, there's probably a remake, but Hollywood is not original. They don't come up with anything new.
No, they don't.
It say 1982 right here. I'm looking at it. Damn. That's why. Damn, I gotta learn how to do the computer with the link. Because I would have said it say no. It said Shoot the Moon. Norah Jones was in it. This is No,
No,
it's
that's a remake. It's probably some sort of a remake because this
No,
wait.
is
This
that
one,
that was probably
Scarlett
the
Johansson
original.
and Woody Harrelson.
That was probably the original, John, and what they're coming out with now is the remake.
Probably.
it say 1982. That's what I got right here.
Well, they're remaking it now because they haven't come up with anything new in that place.
I'm telling y'all, why y'all think they so strict on Russian news? If you broadcast any of
Well, I'm
Russian
gonna see
news,
if they kill
you
the
will be
new one.
arrested for espionage, bro. There's no way. See, the Russians tried to leak that shit out. You know what I'm saying? That's why they forbid any news coming from Russia.
Well, you got to
Russia was trying to
also
tell everybody they got on the moon, bro. They
you
seen pyramids.
you got to remember too, Russia is part of the plan because Russia has a table at the United Nations. They are playing their role. They have to play this boogeyman character.
No, they don't.
No,
You see,
all
Russia.
right. Wait, hold it. Wait, Shoot the Moon. This is a song. It's a song, not a movie. In 1982, it's a song. It's a song, so it's not a movie.
Well, there's a movie going on today. Like I say, go over to 153news.net and
Mhm.
Gary King's channel, and you'll see it. Shoot the Moon, the trailer for it.
Okay. No, it was no movie. No, I'm turning. What I looked up, it's a song. It's not a movie. All right. Yeah, it's not a movie.
Let me tell y'all something, man. During the Black Plague, you know what I'm saying, the Russians, they went through a curse, bro. You know what I'm saying? And they fucking cleansed their shit. And they did try to do better, you know what I'm saying, during them. You gotta think, back in when they was going through that genocide, you talking about 4 million Jews, shit, talking about 19 million fucking Russians, 20 million Chinamen. That's why they so pissed off. That's why they formed the alliance. You know what I'm saying? To this day, who's the number one allies?
But
China and Russia.
you heard about the BRICS nations already?
Well, that's what China,
Which is
Russia,
which is supposedly
Cuba,
another no,
Venezuela, Iran.
it's another monetary system that supposedly is being created between them, where it's Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa.
That's a powerful fucking alliance.
It's
You get what
called
I'm
the
saying?
BRICS. It's called the BRICS nations. But
A
then I've
lot
also
more. You
heard
forgot Iran. You
no,
forgot,
no,
you
no.
know what I'm
But
saying?
but then I've also heard
Oh,
of something coming out of Israel
mhm.
called the so-called Belt and Road Project, which basically gives Israel the control of everything and China and Russia going in and out of those countries. Um, but again, I'm just trying to say that they all if so when I see what goes on the TV and they tell me that this country's bad or that country's bad, I don't personally have any problems with these people, and they don't either with me personally, because again, I've never done them wrong or harm or foul. But according to my news, we have a problem with these countries, yet all of the so called leaders will end up hanging out in these countries. And what kills me is that they tell us we have a problem with them all, but every single one of the countries they tell us that we have a problem with and that are so called bad people, they all have a seat inside the United Nations Assembly sitting in the heart of New York City, part
Yeah,
of the United Nations.
yeah, because the United States is kamikaze. They're not simple. So you got to reason with these motherfuckers.
But I'm
Everybody else is trying to be the humble man, and these motherfuckers are just crazy.
but
They
I'm
ready to
saying
kill. You got to think they the one in nuclear. They the only ones in nuke another foreign soil. You see what I'm saying? People got to start realizing the United States is the bad guy, bro. It's just what it is.
well,
But
and
they
again, it's the character that it's supposed to be in the script is what I'm trying to say is that it is all part of their plan because again, they can't have a so-called World War III without the fear porn of the bad guy country and this and that. And again, they're all in it together. And
You got to think.
The United Nations to me is nothing more than the nation's governments united against the people.
You got to
I
think
agree.
Russia.
I
Russia
agree.
is sanctioned. Russia is so sanctioned. What do we have here that's made from Russia? Maybe vodka. That's it. Do you
Well,
see
so
any Russian cars? I'm just saying the United States been sanctioning them for maybe 50 years, and it's been working. They tired of it, bro.
you know they
Telling you they
tried to
getting
tell
power.
us they tried to tell us that our gas prices went up because of the so-called oil that we weren't getting from Russia, but then they come out and flat out tell us on the TV that we only get 2% of our oil from Russia. But they jacked our gas prices up to over $4 a gallon.
Just an
United States
excuse to
dollar
do
is
it.
still,
That's
and they
all.
tired of it, and that's another thing. See, the U.S. dollar is the world currency exchange. They tired of that shit. They ready to change it to gold or something else. That shit's about to stop, bro. That's what's about to kill the dollar.
Well,
You know
that's
what
why
I'm
they
saying?
took out Gaddafi.
Yeah, that's why they
Be-
killed Gaddafi.
right, because he was going to the
Yeah, they killed
gold-backed
Saddam the same thing they killed
African dinar.
Saddam Hussein. Same thing. He started talking that shit. That's when they went and killed his ass.
But and then you could find, I think there was a video of Saddam's wife that said that they didn't actually kill her husband.
Yeah, she said the guy she went and visited in prison wasn't her husband.
Yeah, he probably been dead. You
And
know.
we just see a body hanging with a bag over its head. We didn't see him hang.
Well,
Yeah.
it's just like the so-called beheadings from ISIS.
Yeah.
They show you
Yeah, don't do
clearly
that.
that was on a fucking movie set.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
was that's yeah.
it benefits more to kill. Once they kill him, they train all the ISIS, the rest of the people. They militarize them.
Why
Before
did
you know
I
what I'm saying,
stop?
that's all they do.
But
Man.
you got to remember, the U.S. funded the
That is
Mujahideen, funded, armed, and trained and backed the Mujahideen back in the '80s when I was a kid. I had no idea about it until I got older. They funded, trained, and armed the Mujahideen to fight the Russians in Afghanistan because they supposedly didn't want to go over there. So again, all these so-called terrorist groups are nothing more than manufactured boogeymen.
Yeah,
Yes, I agree with you. I agree with you.
yeah, they got caught. ISIS,
100%.
they got caught giving ISIS guns, and you know what I'm saying. Our government.
Well, and then
Yeah.
and people don't think like all of a sudden we supposedly leave all that militarized equipment over in Afghanistan when we withdrew, and then the very next day they've got fucking Taliban boogeymen that somehow are military capable and know how to fly fucking choppers.
Nah, but you know
yeah.
they. I
That's
mean,
what I'm saying.
Osama bin
So
Laden.
did
They
they
told
leave
he was
him?
a CIA. He worked for the CIA. So
Uh,
I
He
don't. You know.
was.
he
He
was a
did.
Bush operative.
Yeah.
Oh my
You know,
god.
I mean, and even fucking Obama's daddy was a fucking an assassin for the
His
CIA
stepfather.
back in the day.
Yeah, his stepfather, Lili Satoro. When the CIA wanted someone killed in Indonesia, they went to him.
That's fucking crazy. So I'm telling you, they ruthless, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you seen that? Have you ever seen Scandal? Shit, that's just a fucking show. Like how
Well,
fucking
all they do is they build booger men up and then they go take them down. All of our enemies they create.
And it's probably nothing more than raping the lands of its natural resources
A lot of it is.
or destroying ancient artifacts that would clearly give away our true reality of Earth.
Well, too, in World War II, I had a college professor, and he suggested to us that wars were nothing more than tools for urban renewal. They bombed all of London, claimed thousands and thousands of people died. Here, only about a dozen died every night. And there were people that didn't go down. Many of them got hit by the shells the British shot up in the air at the Germans. And the whole city, except for the major things, Parliament and Buckingham Palace and all, and the major bridge, they weren't touched. But everything else was touched, and they did urban renewal after.
yeah.
Made lots of money off the war and urban renewal.
I think the British they're gonna take the British Empire down. You won't. I think in the next 5 you won't even see British on the map. You gotta think. British, they
I
got to
think
move
we
out here.
are the British
Pretty much,
Empire.
the British is the United States. Pretty much, it's the United
Yeah,
States.
we're the
Same shit.
muscle of the old British Empire.
You know,
We're the muscle
yeah,
of the British Empire.
yeah. The- you know, English, England. We speak English. The shit's from England. Come on, man. All this is so
Well,
they got.
that's another one. The Roman Empire never collapsed. They just changed their names to Roman Catholics.
Yeah, many respects, Rome just morphed into something different.
I mean, when you got the so-called poop running around telling everybody, no, don't you dare build a wall, but the Vatican's surrounded by 30-foot walls with snipers on the roofs. You know what I mean? Like, again, it just, again, the hypocrisy. It's all about hypocrisy. It's all about evil. It's all about destruction. It's all about the fear of death. Um, Deception, because they're nothing more than deceivers.
No, that's how they control you, by fear. You own something, definitely. You know what I'm saying? They'd rather be feared than loved. Got to think about it. So with that fear, they can control you.
And that's what really kills me about the election shit. When they tell us, the so-called votes, the amount of votes that they tell us of people that voted, it's less than 1/3 of the American population that actually votes. And the people that they tell us are in the country, because they tell us there's 330 plus million people in this one country, which is nothing when you think about other countries that have billions of people. And but they tell us only 100 million people vote, a little over 100 million people vote. Well, that means that already, to me, the so-called titles that these fucking clowns are given is
Yeah,
all under a false pretense, because there was never truly a majority,
yeah.
and it's all a farce. I mean, this guy we call our president right now, he's not a fucking president, he's a puppet. The next guy we're going to call our president, he's not a fucking president, he's a puppet. And these people on the news, they don't care if they're telling us lies. All they do is get up, put the microphone in their hand, put on some makeup, read a teleprompter, and fucking get their paychecks.
We got to think the definition of president is a person who represents a company or a corporation. He's just a representative, bro. It's like,
Right. Like, he doesn't make decisions, he's told what to do.
exactly. Yeah, baseball player makes more than the president. Beyonce makes more than the president. The average rapper,
As it
everybody.
pertains to so-called monies, but you got to think of all the other money that president is fucking swindling, and he probably is. And it's not just the amount of money, it's the title that they're given, and it's all of the perks that come along with it.
They get what's called honorarium, where
Yeah,
after they serve or during their serve, they do lectures in various parts of the world or before corporations and get paid millions and millions of dollars.
but I object a
I'd
little
say they
bit.
get paid 50 million.
I think an entertainer has more influence on a person than the president. A baseball player, you know what I'm saying? Think of LeBron James or a Beyonce or
Well, you
you know,
too true. Remember how you were talking with Ant that one day about how, like, who's the most known person this, and or the most known person that.
yeah,
And when you break it down and you look at the numbers, there's not that many people that actually follow
yeah,
the sports, or
Yeah, yeah,
follow the politicians, or follow the Hollywood.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, so it's a very select few that,
yeah.
again, if you grow up playing sports, 9 times out of 10, you're most likely going to follow athletes.
Okay,
yeah.
But me, as I've gotten older, and I was telling Ant earlier about the whole basketball thing, I probably stopped watching basketball and even caring or following basketball when Jordan left.
that's true.
Like,
All
I
right, so
could
you
care.
tell me this then. Name 5 people that would be noticed anywhere in the world. That you have a good point. You kind of got a good point.
The
Well,
president, number
I
one is
mean,
the president.
Anywhere in
when
the world.
when
There'll
you
be no.
when you when you when you talk about things again that because again a lot of people don't even watch the news.
Yeah.
Just
So
anybody. It doesn't matter. It could be a
but
musician. It could be
when
a.
you talk about the top, to me, I would say people like at right now at this point in time, if you went around the earth and asked people, like who they know, if you mentioned Putin, I'd say that people are going to know him. If you mention President Xi, people are going to know him. If you mention fucking whether it's puppet Trump or puppet Biden, people are going to know them.
Yeah.
If you brought up fucking if you bring up the prime minister from Australia, nobody's going to know who the fuck you're talking about. If you bring up Justin Trudeau, people might know who you're going to talk about. If you bring up
Justin
fucking,
Castro.
if you
Justin
bring up,
Castro is his real name.
See,
right, if
that's what I'm saying. I don't think a person is going to say somebody like Snoop Dogg, or I don't even think they're going to think of a political figure. I'm serious. Their first reaction would not be a political figure. You know what I'm saying it'll be
No.
Snoop
No, I
Dogg. It'll
don't know.
be Hulk Hogan or some shit like that.
No,
He just
all right. No, if you talk to the
the
public, they
average
not gonna
person.
know.
The average person. We do a ratio. You know what I'm saying?
They ain't
I
gonna
don't
know
think.
Snoop Dogg, bro. The fuck out
I'm
of here.
telling
They
you.
ain't gonna know Snoop Dogg. Nah, the
I
fuck out
think
of
Snoop Dogg can be noticed worldwide anywhere
you
he
know,
goes.
you know,
here.
Snoop Dogg. Hey, Snoop Dogg's such a douchebag. He was just on WrestleMania 40,
You call him a
and and
douchebag.
and
Yeah,
and he is such a
I
fucking
ain't heard
clown,
that
man.
shit since my mama used to fucking. My mom used to hang them shits in the shower thing. Like I said, douchebag. Damn.
No,
You
that
know,
that that
if you look at Putin
he
and
said my
Xi,
mama used to hang them shits in the shower.
But yo, you better
I remember. I
You're right.
can't even say
You're
what.
right. Right. You're
Oh,
right,
God.
Badger. I should have used my other favorite word when it comes to that one.
No, I
He's
mean
a
douchebag. I
he
mean, I'm talking
he
about the real. I was just. I'm
he's no
just
he's
clowning.
he's a fucking douche sack is what I meant to say.
Man,
but you
just
look at even Xi and Putin. They're not the same guys that they started out as. They got different people in there.
Well, it's like I said earlier. They all have doubles. They're all given doubles from the jump immediately. As soon as they get on this world stage, and again, they tell you right off the rip, it's nothing more than a theater and a stage because they
yeah.
call it the world stage. They all have doubles immediately, instantaneously.
I
They
think
flat
they.
out came out and said it on the news the other day.
It seemed like they all fear something that's bigger though. You got to think about it. When you look in their eyes or something like that, where you seem like sometimes they have empty eyes, like they be under hypnosis. I'm talking
Well,
about
'cause they're
big
soulless.
time, huh?
They're
So,
soulless. They've
to what?
given up their souls
To who? That's what I'm saying. Is it a higher
to to
entity?
Sold their
to
soul to
well
the devil.
to they've sold their soul to evil.
I,
And they'll gladly kill, they'll gladly cause destruction, they'll gladly sell out their fucking fellow human because they are now soulless and they don't have any care anymore.
yeah. Who's to say that it's just not? It's just like they said, the Anunnaki, or who knows, man? Maybe this shit is more real
Or
than
or
science fiction. You know what I'm
or
saying? You
what
never
they're
know.
not allowing people to figure out and go down to Antarctica and actually see. Because
Yeah,
if you go back to Admiral Byrd with that Operation High Jump back in World War II, and
yeah.
why did Hitler want to go down into Antarctica so bad? Why was the Germans
You can
setting up
control the
dock?
weather from there. The weather is theoretically being able to be controlled from Antarctica.
Yeah,
But
Because
at
of
the
the,
same time, they said that there's basically rainforest underneath all of that frozen ice.
yeah.
And I've heard that there's pyramids down there.
I believe it.
And I just saw a video the other day where somebody was showing like a fucking hole in the ice that takes you into another land. And even General Admiral Byrd had said something about there's fucking so much green land and earth on the other side of Antarctica that nobody's ever explored.
Mm.
Hmm.
So I mean, again, deception, like it's their one of their favorite D's that they like to use. Because again, if they keep us deceived, because again, they have us in this rat race. They make us think that we're supposed to get up and work this 9 to 5 to pay the fucking Rothschild fucking debt dollar to the system, and it gets us nothing. Like there's no guarantee. Like we could fucking wake up tomorrow, and if you're not breathing, what does it even matter?
And that's what I'm saying. You gotta think 5,000 years ago. How was it that civilization was far more advanced, way more consciousness?
We
Motherfuckers can literally walk around nude with no lust.
look at
There was
the
no
look at the
stealing, no killing,
look
no
at the
destroying.
buildings. Look at the
You know,
buildings and the architecture from back in the day. Like some of the buildings that are still standing that are all over the earth that are so much more advanced than what we have building wise of today.
you know how they said we extract energy from the sun. These motherfuckers extract energy from Orion's belt. How is that, man? That's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy, man. Something that's a light year away. It's
Well,
I
they
don't
they
believe in light years.
yeah,
I
they kind
just
of make
believe that light is
well, I'm
there.
just saying, it's far more, way more distance than what our sun. You see what I'm saying? It's just a beam in the sky to us. So obviously, there's a hell of a distance.
well they
You know what
so
I'm saying?
and that's the thing too, Badger. So again, I was raised under this Catholic religion, but I'll be damned if I'm going to follow some guy who makes the earth safe for pedophiles or that religion. And when I went to school, my schooling always had me questioning my book. So when on Sunday, when I would go to my little Sunday school classes and I'd be reading the book and I'd be like, oh, well, this is bullshit because my school tells me that I live on a big blue spinning water rock and that I came from monkeys and gorillas.
And there's no fossil evidence to support that.
Well, and again, I always question to people like if they say, "Oh yeah," then the Big Bang theory and this and that. I say, well, if that's the case, did the monkeys and gorillas that are still on the Earth not get good cell phone connection and not get the text message or the email that we were going to evolve, or did they just
I'm
say,
just saying,
"No,
how
we're
did
going to"?
we evolve from monkeys? But a monkey didn't evolve. A monkey is still a monkey, though. So
It's
I mean, that
exactly
doesn't make
that's what I'm
sense.
saying. Like the whole theory of evolution makes no sense. So I don't allow my brain to make it make sense. But in the book, which again, some people look at as, oh, it's just a story, a fictional story, I started to look at it as a truth where it tells me in that book that this earth is immovable, that the stars, the sun, and the moon were put in the firmament. The greater the sun, the lesser for the night, the moon. The stars were placed inside of the firmament like luminaries in the sky. And that's at the creation of this place, not after two rocks collided and poof, here we all are. But
The statistical probability of two rocks colliding and everything getting to the place where it is now is utterly impossible.
right, but at the same time, so again, they've always, they've mocked and everything they do, it seems like they mock the book. And they've turned people to be to where it's atheism is now the so-called cool thing to do is that you don't believe in a creator, you follow science, even though science is nothing more than an experiment. And
True.
I don't even
with
like to use the word atheist. I don't even like to. It's just how did we give them that much power to where if they put it in a book, how can they tell us what happened 65 million years ago?
well
I mean,
they
we
and
that's our
that's
fault for believing in
well
men.
that's what I'm saying.
Because they
Like
put this
so
shit in the book.
so when
Well, hey
people
guys,
when
Honey
people
Badger and Damien and Anthony. I don't think Anthony's on right now. I'm going to call it a night. This old man's getting old. Good night, guys.
all right,
Yes,
John, have a
sir.
good night.
All right, brother.
So Badger,
Yeah,
like so when they tell us we live on the big blue spinning water rock, right?
yeah.
I mean, space is a vacuum and there's nothing holding it together, but somehow every time I look up in the sky I see these stars always in the same spot and they don't look like they're flying fucking anywhere. They're just moving
Right.
along with the sky. And I ask people simple questions when they, with the big blue spinning water rock. And I say, well, hey, if you think I live on a big blue spinning water rock and you want to label me a flat earther, I'm not going to call you anybody a globe tard. You know what I mean? Because again, I'm not one to box somebody. Everybody's entitled to what they want to think. That's your opinion. That's your mind. That's why you have your own brain. But when I ask people the simple question, like I was taking a walk the other day when we had this so-called solar eclipse going on the other day here, and I stopped. I was walking the dog. I stopped, talked to two guys that were of a different tone than I was, and we start to have a very educated type of conversation. And the one guy automatically says, "I don't get this shit. Like this shit don't make any sense." And I'm like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "So, And I ask people the simple question, how fast do they tell us? Because again, this is stuff we've been taught. How fast does the Earth spin at the equator? And they always say, "Well, I don't know."
Bro, it's a fucking. Let me tell you, it's another planet. It's not the moon. I'm telling you, it's this Nibiru Planet X shit. Maybe it's a little more real than what people, I'm telling you. Let me tell you something. We live in a binary solar system. You know what I'm saying? 85% of the stars are at least binary. If not, what it said, three are quantum. You see what I'm saying? We live in a binary, so our sun actually has a twin star. You get what I'm saying? And it's on the elliptical orbit every 3,600 years.
Well,
You see what I'm saying?
I've seen people actually show um, literal, like two suns in their skyline at one time.
Yeah. And you remember what I was saying, the elephant in the room? I think this is the elephant in the room. Now, hold on. This sun, which is called our twin sun, the sister sun, is 10 times smaller, but it's an iron instead of our sun. Our sun's helium. This is an iron planet. Oh, it's not a planet, it's a sun. And it has 7 planets. And one planet is called Nibiru, and which is 4 times bigger than ours, and it's inhabited. That's the theory of the shit. You see what I'm saying? It's a dude named Zachariah Sitchin. He broke down the ancient Sumerian language. Man, this motherfucker was, dude. I guess they was United States top. Him and some dude named Robert Harrington, U.S. Naval Observatory dude. They both got killed. They tried to make this shit public. You know what I'm saying? They was talking about this shit like in the 1950s. This was in the Popular Mechanics. It was headline news.
Well,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
they had supposedly they kept saying something about Nibiru
They call it her.
recently
Yeah,
within like the last 20
yeah. Her
um
apocalypse. They had so many names for Planet X. Her apocalypse.
or Planet
Wormwood.
X or Planet
Yeah,
X or
Planet X.
something I've heard it
Wormwood.
called.
Planet Nine. They got so
Um
many names for it.
but
You
then
know.
the other question I would ask people, after they can't tell me how fast the Earth spins at the equator, I ask them, well, okay, well, if you don't remember that part of your science class, how fast do they tell us that the Earth is also spinning around the sun and the moon while also rotating in a circle at those thousands of miles an hour? And they say,
Yeah.
well, I don't know. And so my next question is, well, then if that's the case, then why, you know, why would you allow your brain to believe in something that you don't really truly know?
Well. I mean, as far as the rotation, I can say that, but I knew I say as above, so below. The laws of physics is everything is dual. We got two of everything. Think about it: two eyes, two nostrils, two arms, 2 feet, two of everything. And we do live in a dual. We really do live in a dual world where everything is dual. At least two.
You do have two butt cheeks, but you only got one butt hole.
Oh my
I
God. What the
don't go that far into
I'm just
the
saying.
butt. You know what I'm saying?
And you do have two
Yeah.
nuts. I know. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
fuck talking
Yeah,
about?
but you do got 2 holes you dispense out of though. You definitely.
That's spot
That's
on.
what those holes are
Spot
for.
on.
It's
One's
dispensing.
one's for liquid and the other one's for whatever.
Yeah.
Oh shit. But
Well,
yeah, I mean it's just
Well, I
crazy.
was on mute. Hey, shit. Y'all make me come forward, man. I
Oh,
was on
good.
mute.
Go back on mute. We don't want to hear you chomping. Um, but anyway, it's just crazy, like I said, how they have manipulated the minds to where
No,
again,
what up?
they have us boxed.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, what do you believe? I'm
And
saying, what
again,
can you believe?
it's not it's so and that's to me like this whole spinning rock shit. I can't buy into it, but I'm not saying I don't believe what you're telling me. It's something that I should definitely look into more. But because I don't have true understanding of it yet or true knowledge of it yet, doesn't mean for me anyway, as an open minded human,
All
that
right, I'm
I
gonna
would
give you
ever.
this here, give you a little brief, a little summary on it. This thing is, it comes around every 3,600 years. It's been the reason for all. You gotta think the planet has been through a lot of abuse. This motherfucker's been tore up. It can craters all over the world. You know what I'm saying? It's like the continents have ripped apart. You know what I'm saying? Because they say every 3,600 years, it's like this shit goes through a catastrophe. Look, they said when this Nibiru is what it does, it fucking everything orbits around the sun. So it's gonna have to pick up energy when it perihelion, when it spins around the sun and goes out, it's gonna pass us by 40 million miles. It's
It
four
pulls that
times.
energy.
Listen, yeah, it pulls. Yeah, it's southern poles because it's an iron oxide. It's an iron planet. So the southern poles is so strong, it's gonna pull our northern poles, flip us upside down, which is they call a pole shift. You know what I'm saying? Now it's just not a theory. There's a lot, like I said, follow the money. Oh, nigga, it's a lot of money putting. A lot of scientists been killed for trying to put this. Official scientists have been getting killed for putting this information out. They would have talked. Why have you never heard this name, Nibiru? You'll never hear it on mainstream, bro. This is one of the biggest kept secrets. I think this is the elephant in the room, man. I'm telling you, it got to be something bigger. You got to think. Look at the energy. They hoard all the resources, bro. They got a 10-year plan. When this pandemic happened, I'll call it pandemic. Okay, they planned it for something, bro. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's catastrophe. Listen, when you look at 2012, when the poles shift, if the planet, say if this was true, and this fucking planet flips upside down, you're gonna have some real fucking serious problems with wind and water, bro. You know what I'm saying?
So
That
I
water
did
gotta
I
drop.
did I
The
did
water
just
doesn't
catch
spin
a
with the huh?
I did just catch a pretty fucking interesting video on
Oh,
off of that 153 the other day
oh, yeah.
where it was talking about how the United Nations, which again is nothing more than all the governments against the US or against the civilians, but it talks about the WHO, the WHO,
Yeah.
and that all these countries are signing on to a fucking uh a treaty that gives the WHO all types of power and authority to um basically fucking take away all rights of every
Yeah.
fucking simple civilian under the guise of another scamdemic.
You're pretty much martial law. They can literally come in your house, take your food, take your water, take your guns.
Yeah.
The
And
military has that right.
right. So
Yeah.
but again, the military is not supposed to do anything inside of its own country. It's only supposed to be for defense.
That's why they're gonna have foreigners.
Right. That's why, again, the UN and all of the nations have bought into the UN because they can take over under the guise of the UN.
Good. Well, let me say, let me tell you, we the USA, right? We in the USA. And now, why we have to talk to other countries? Why?
We don't. I mean,
Because
I mean,
because we don't control everything. And we never have. But they've got everybody thinking that the US has been the almighty powerful country corporation of the earth.
No, no. I agree with that. I think that's part of it. But I think they ought to work together. It's all BS. That's
Yeah,
how I
yeah.
feel.
That's why it's called the United
Yeah.
Nations.
Yeah, let's say it's like, all right, how can I do so? All right, let's say Badger got a gang, I got a gang, and Damien got a gang. We ain't gotta talk to each other, but what I'm saying, why do US gotta talk to other people, other city, I mean other overseas? Why? They sell them the old weapons, like Badger was saying earlier. Like why? Why they do that? It's no why they do that?
Listen, man. When they listen,
Like that don't make
Germany almost
sense to
listen.
me.
Germany almost had it. All that shit with the Holocaust. They flat out lied about that shit. These motherfuckers were scientists, bro. They was using nuclear energy for spacecraft, to time travel and shit like that. If Einstein, look, they was all from Germany. Even fucking Hitler, the motherfucker was a scientist. He was half
Yeah,
fucking Jew. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So all that shit don't make no sense. I'm telling you,
yeah.
there was on some more of some science shit, like some spacecrafting. Fucking British and Britisher came in and stole their shit.
Well,
They
yeah,
killed
that
him and took the
Yeah,
scientists.
but
and that's why down there, like I said, that General Admiral Byrd who went down to Antarctica back in the 50s or whatever it was, or the
but
60s,
why?
he talked about those types of flying machinery that
Yeah.
were so fast that you couldn't even fucking keep up with them.
These motherfuckers took the technology and started making nuclear weapons. Remember the Hiroshima? They bombed fucking Japan. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
but
Because Japan was allies with fucking Germany. So that shit was wild, bro. That's what if you want to see where this shit started, it's the
but
British and Russia. Like you said, Russia is in cahoots with them. Most likely, I
Russia.
guess.
Well, you said that
Those are the
earlier.
two
Russia
countries that
was
benefited. The two nations.
then Russia. Remember, Russia was cool with the USA. Like whatever, man. That shit
Yeah,
is stupid, bro.
yeah,
That's all stupid to me, man. It's stupid. That's why, like, I don't know why people buy into this nonsense.
Yeah,
They all
because
just work together.
wasn't it World War II that the Russians were helping the U.S. to so-called beat the Germans?
yeah. That's exactly. And they got the time. They stole the scientists and shared the scientists, split them in half.
But how you know who to
You know?
trust? Like, come on, man. Like, we're not doing that.
Don't
Like, who
trust
you know who
nobody.
to trust?
None of them. None of them.
None of
Right there. That's why I know they all work together. It's all BS. That's they all put it like this. They all work together. Well, I already said it. They all work together. It's nonsense. To me, it's just nonsense.
shit. Hey, you get caught with a joint in Russia. They put you under the jail cells. So what the fuck I want to go there for? Saying they don't do me no good.
Well, that's what they
Shit.
tell us. That's what they tell
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
You know, that's what they put on the news is that if you go to Russia, like again, the whole Brittany Griner thing in Russia. Come on, man.
But, yeah, that was
Come,
nonsense.
come on, man. Like, come on.
Yo, I
And
should have
and
did it. I knew. What if
and the
I
same
did say that?
and the same
I
thing
think
with the
that.
so-called Russian media over there. Like when they supposedly have an American prisoner, they always show them in this little fucking like glass box inside of a courtroom or something, or inside of a hallway, and just a bunch of people taking pictures of them. Like it's like the paparazzi are allowed in,
Yeah,
but and again, it's like again they have to portray this to the people to keep us all in fear.
Yeah.
yeah. Like, that shit
But they
is
always want
nonsense.
negotiating. They always want somebody because they be, U.S. be kidnapping people, bro. So it
Oh,
might they
they've
catch
been doing that forever.
Brittany Griner. They want two main rushes back. You see what I'm saying? It's like always they want somebody back. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
But
and
who they?
it's to show again, it's to put on the show that we're doing this, but we got to give up this, and it's like we don't give up anything,
But,
and who knows how old that video really truly was, because like you said, anything can be AI'd, anything can be fucking doctored
but,
now, and it could have
but
been
why they?
doctored a long time ago.
But why they? But why they? But why they could commit crimes like U.S. or the overseas? They could commit crimes, kidnap people. Why they could get away with it? Come on, man. That shit is bullshit.
I mean,
If
because
I kidnap somebody,
they
like, what?
control the
Hey,
narrative.
I'm going to jail. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, come on, man. Get out of here. Get out of here. That shit is jokes.
Because all those other countries have been around for so long. Like again, with those buildings, like I was looking at something called the Great Tartarian Empire at one time, and when you look at the Tartarians, their flag was all over the earth, and their buildings are all over the earth, and they're still standing. And the again, the structural integrity of their buildings that are hundreds of years old are perfectly fine. But then you look at our buildings and our shitty construction of today, and we have all these construction companies, but we have such garbage construction. And same thing with the two towers. I mean, they just collapse, and then that other building collapses at free fall speed from office fires, and then they blatantly put it in our faces that there was a building in London that burned for like 3 days straight.
Yeah,
The exterior of the building was gone, but the structure was still standing,
yeah,
and nothing melted like molten fucking steel. And again, that
Well, that's
if
they
you look
use
at
the
how hot,
they use the
if you look at
demolition
how
though.
hot,
You gotta think about it, Damon.
go
I
ahead.
said they
yeah,
did use molten iron at that. There was molten iron cited in the 9/11 investigation with that thermite and all that shit. You know,
Yeah, because
that
they
shit cuts through
intentionally
the fucking
melted it.
metal like sliced through metal like butter, man.
Right. And then,
It's
but
just
they tell, and when you look at how hot jet fuel burns at and what the temperature it can get to when it's burning, it's not hot enough to melt steel.
exactly.
So again,
yeah,
like
yeah.
everything contradicts itself so that, because again, they control the narrative, not only from one side, but from both sides. When they put out
Yeah.
people like Alex Jones and people like
Yeah.
Joe Rogan, they're controlled opposition.
Oh yeah,
Joe
definitely.
Rogan is the worst, man. That nigga's disgusting, bro. He the worst. He went, yo, remember when what's his name put a car in space? What's his name?
Musk
Yeah, ma. He
with the
said, don't
space
believe.
with the spaceman sitting in it, just hanging out the
Yeah,
fucking window.
I'm like, what the fuck? Like, come on, man. Like, what are you doing, bro? Like, come on, man. That shit is CGI. That's bullshit.
Well, and
But
they told you with that car that it's no different than any other car that would be right here on Earth. So now all of a sudden, the same material that we have on Earth is good enough to around in outer space with a fucking dummy inside of it and cameras on the front and the side of it to give you
yeah,
a fucking fake ass image.
yeah, they could go to.
Well, and that's
They
another
can't
thing
go to the moon.
with the Earth. Like they've given us nothing but CGI images of the Earth. They've never given us a
Yeah,
true image of our Earth.
yeah. Like, come
And then
on,
you got
man.
scientists like Neil deGrasse Tyson, who's another page fucking liar. He comes out and says that the Earth is not a perfect sphere. It's more oblong shape, almost like an egg or an oval in a way, where it's like this big at the bottom, this big at the top, and it's kind of like an egg almost. And but yet every single depiction we ever get of the Earth is always of a perfect fucking circle.
Yeah, like, come on, man.
So the
This shit is
lies,
garbage.
again, their lies don't add up, but people have become so fucking brain dead that they're like, oh, well, that doesn't make sense, but they told me it's true, so it must be true.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, come on,
Yeah, you got
man.
to make some sense of this
This
shit
is
though. It
garbage.
just can't be. You got to make some sense of it. Is I think it's a hit and miss out there when they put shit out there. Some is true. Like they said, they hide shit in plain sight though. You know, they'll put the truth out there just for people to see, like this Planet X or whatever. What if it is true? They putting the truth out there just for people to
What?
read.
What planet X? What are you talking about? The ninth? That you talking about the
Yeah,
planet they found?
yeah. I'm talking about that extra planet that passed the
Yeah, all
fucking
of a sudden they
sun.
found an
That
extra
wasn't the
planet.
moon that
Like,
passed the
stop.
sun,
They
bro.
Yo,
call it
That
stop
man.
playing
eclipse was
with me,
another
bro.
planet.
Yo,
It was
yo,
another.
yo.
Listen,
It ain't no
that
Nebular.
extra.
eclipse was another body in our solar system. It wasn't the fucking moon, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just flat out.
Man, they came out of nowhere with that bullshit.
That's what
Like,
I'm
come
saying. That
on.
was another body. That was a.
Yeah,
It's
like, come on. Talk about the
It's
extra planet. Like, come on,
is more. Listen, bro. I'll think that shit's some realness to that shit. And they fucking scientists. Why are these scientists, these astrophysics, amateur fucking astronomers are getting fucking killed and arrested? They got, you know what I'm saying? I follow the money, man. It's crazy. They can't even put. They said Jupiter, fucking Saturn, fuck the rings on Saturn. That shit is bending. You know what I'm saying? The outer planets, all the outer planets are perturbed or some shit like that. This is real scientific facts, and they just getting suppressed and killed, bro. Y'all better look to check this shit out.
Well, don't you remember at one point? So when I was a kid, the way that they brainwashed us to remember the planetary system was the fucking acronym or the saying of "My very educated mother just served us 9 pizzas."
Well,
So,
this ain't nothing they educating you on. This is like fucking classified shit right here. I'm talking.
well,
You know
no,
what I'm
no.
saying?
So I'm saying, and then at one time they told us that Pluto was no longer a planet.
Yeah, they have to declassify Pluto because it's a. Can I get some? It was, they have to declassify it as a planet. It was too small to be a planet. They said it's a moon. You know what I'm saying? So it was a moon to one of the outer planet, other bodies. And it's just it's a lot of conspiracy to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Well,
Well,
who
and then
knows?
and then that's where they get us, because then once you start talking about something that goes against the narrative, that's when they've got people CIA programmed with the word conspiracy theorist. And as soon as you get labeled with those two words, everything that you say and speak of out of your mouth is instantaneously discredited, and you're looked at as a so-called crazy person.
Well, yeah, you
You know
know.
what I mean? Like, so again, they spin the narrative. That's what I'm saying. Like, they've been spinning this narrative on us for, I mean, we don't know how long, because we haven't all been here that long, but it goes back, way back to probably before my great grandparents were on the earth. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So, and again, they, in that movie Men in Black, they flat out tell you, Tommy Lee Jones, Will Smith at that park bench, the first movie. How come we can't just tell people the truth? And then Tommy Lee Jones basically tells them that 1,500 years ago, everybody that lived on the earth knew that the earth was the center of the universe. And
yeah,
then he says his next sentence was, 500 years ago, everybody that lived on the earth knew that the earth was flat. So it just goes to show, like, he's basically trying to tell you without basically telling you, even though he is telling you, that it's that easy for these controllers and these people that have, and like you said, Anunnakis, it could have gone back deeper to where, again, it's that hidden knowledge and there's hidden technologies, but it's that easy to manipulate the minds over time. So if you change the narrative over time, and it's like Hitler said, I think it was, if you keep telling people the lie enough, eventually they start to believe it to be truth.
yeah, they're
yeah,
gonna believe it. Yeah, uh,
So it's like the manipulation of the mind is what their true game is and has been for probably centuries. And recently, I think the last thing I saw coming out of Russia recently was that Russia had released a visual of the creator or his son, and he was of black color. You know what I mean? But yet, if you go to the Catholic religion, they always depict the creator's son as a white man with long hair
yeah,
in
yeah.
a
They said,
long
yeah,
white robe.
yeah. They said hair like wool, skin like copper. You know? Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, and again, like the whole slavery thing they tell us, it's like, wait a minute. I ran into a dude in a Walmart out here in Ohio one day. And this dude was telling me, he's like, I ain't no fucking slave. He's like, we were fucking here. Like,
yeah,
I was here. My family was here. We weren't brought here. And if we were
yeah.
brought here, we were sold by our own color of people.
Nah, that's not
You know what
true.
I
We
mean?
was see, I tell people that's not true at all. We were all prisoners of war. You got to think about it. Even if you know what I'm saying, a lot of Europeans, like the Irish, they was shit slaves too. They get pissed when I get to talking that shit. Don't talk that shit to Irish. They get mad
Well,
because
but
they
we
you
still
know
are.
right they they were some of the first slaves or
We
prisoners of
still are.
war. I don't
We
even like
still
that
are to
word
this
slave.
day. We
Yeah,
still all are to this day. We're still all entrapped, enslaved to this system.
yeah.
You
So
know what I
this
mean?
is
And again, taxation. People, I've talked to people and they're so brainwashed. They're like, "Oh, we need taxes." No, the fuck we don't. And if we need taxes, it doesn't need to be where if you live in California, what is it? Almost
it's
40%.
illegal to tax a prison. Listen,
But all right,
yeah,
go.
that's what I'm saying. It's
No,
actually
no, no.
illegal to
I
tax
was
a prisoner
gonna
of
go
war.
to the
You know what I'm saying?
taxes. The taxes, like that don't even make sense to me.
Well, no,
Yeah.
taxation is just a nicer word for enslavement.
Yeah, cause I was telling my friends one time, I was telling them about. He said we pay for the bridges, like they take out tax money, whatever they say we pay for. I'm like, dude, that tax money don't go here. They just take out money. They really pay for the bridges.
Hey, well, you
And
pay
like,
for the
I'm like,
bridges.
what the fuck
You
are
you
you
pay for the
talking about,
you
bro?
pay for the bridges in your taxation, and then you got to pay fucking $8 to go across that bridge every time you
Yeah,
go across
like
it.
what the fuck? Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? Yeah. Oh, yo, our taxes go to we pay the cops. I said, all right, so the cops get paid too. Do they pay taxes? Like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? You sound stupid, bro. They say
Again,
all tax money.
taxation. There's not even
They
and
take the money and that's it. That's
you
what
could
they do.
call.
They
You
take.
could actually call if you could ever get a hold of somebody there. You could actually call the IRS and try to get someone who works for the IRS to give you the law or the code that says you have to pay taxes, and they can't even give you one. And then
Yeah,
when this fucking clown that we have in front of the camera now, this old senile man, he comes out in his last speech and he says something about the wealthiest people in the country. So you're talking about the people that are making millions of dollars, the people that are worth billions of dollars, they only pay an 8% taxation.
yeah,
But yet the simple civilian who's struggling to get by and just trying to get ahead, they're paying a minimum of a third of their
yeah.
wages in taxation.
Like, come on, man.
So it's just an ass backwards system that, again, until we all fucking fix it, it's going to stay ass backwards.
Yeah,
Well, I
but
mean,
I don't know
I
why
can tell
people
you.
believe they really paying for something. Like, come on, you're not paying for nothing, bro.
Well, I ain't
Ah,
paid taxes in 18. I claim native, so I don't pay taxes, bro. So
How the
I
fuck
mean,
you do
state
that?
taxes.
I just got to
I
pay. I
pay.
just got to say I'm a native.
I'm a native, bro. That's what I'll do. It's illegal. Like I said, it's illegal to tax a prisoner of war. You get what I'm saying? It's actually illegal it's illegal, especially with mainly black people. It's actually illegal for them to tax us. So I'm saying, can I get that?
yeah, it is. Because when you work off the books, they get mad about that. Like you getting straight cash.
Yeah,
Why they get
I
mad
like
about
hearing.
it? Like what the
Yeah,
fuck? Like why you getting mad? I'm
yeah.
getting straight cash. Like what the fuck? Like get the fuck out of here.
Can't tax a prisoner of war, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's what I tell people. But shit, black people don't listen. I'm trying to tell them. And so, like, they actually owe you. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said they getting put
Yeah,
on trial, bro. It's crazy for war crimes. This is the United
I'm
Nations
paying for
telling you.
I'm paying for because they made a new stadium. I didn't approve of that. I don't give a fuck about the stadium. Well, I'm paying for it? Man, shut the fuck up. I'm paying
I
for
mean,
some
it's your choice
stadium.
to
I
pay.
don't give a
Want to
fuck
pay
about.
taxes? That's your choice. You know,
No, come on. They taking it out my check. They say it goes to the city. They don't go to the city. Get the fuck out of here.
well, you from New York, right? And then, okay, New
Yeah,
York, California, the state taxes. You got to pay your state. I'm talking about federal taxes. I don't pay federal taxes. That's
yeah. We gotta
they
pay.
garnish more.
Yeah, we gotta do the fair and the state. We gotta do both. Cause they building
Yeah,
some new stadium. Man, shut the fuck up. I don't care about the state.
We got to know our shit, man. All of us.
But even when you go, like, when you buy some, it's taxed. Everything is taxed. Like, I don't get that. But fuck it, that's what they do. Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. Shit, what can you buy that's not taxed? Anyway, so regardless, you're still paying taxes. Anything you buy in the store. That's why they
Yeah.
don't want you having your receipt. That's what the H&R blocks. You got to think, if you save every receipt, everything you purchase, they're going to owe you a lot more than $8,000 at the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
If you can rightfully claim that shit back. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. You're getting taxed probably for every dollar that you spend. So, what is it, 10%?
Yes, 10 cents. Yeah, 10 cents on the dollar.
So say if you spend $90,000 in 1 year and you do the math, multiply that times 0.10%, however you do that, but that's almost $9,000. That right there, just in shit that you buy. Imagine shit, and then your income taxes, the shit they take out the check.
Yeah. Like, what the hell is going on out here? Like,
Fuck around, pay these motherfuckers $11,000-$12,000 a year in taxes. Think about it.
Yo, but niggas think they really get money. I'm like, dude, you get money, but you're supposed to get more. Like, get the fuck. Oh my gosh. But fuck it. That's what we living in.
Man.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I think, man. Just take a stripper. She making $1,000 a night, and that's cash, bro. You know what I'm saying? And her lifestyle, she better be lucky she fucking able to save half of that shit. You know what I'm saying? She's smart. Tell you.
But they gotta give away their money to the fucking niggas, to the owners. They gotta pay for it. What?
Yeah, and these strip clubs extorting. They charging these bitches what, 65%?
Well, I don't know how much.
No, it's like
I know they gotta
they
pay.
pimping them now, bro. I'm telling you, it's like it used to be low in the 30s. Now they charge what, 65%, and then they don't fucking they using debit cards and shit now. It's different.
But the strip
It's like,
club?
look, think about it. If you want to get a lap dance or something like that, they got those little private dances. That money don't go to them. You got to pay it's somebody that's standing right there, and you got to pay them 5 songs. Maybe that'd be, I don't know the ratio. I don't go to fuck strip club, but let's say 160, 5-6 songs. Shit, the club, they get 65% of that cut. Now, if you want to be nice and generous and tipper extra money, that's on you. But most of them saying shit, that shit crazy. So they don't even get it how they get it anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right. You said they use debit cards to the strip club.
Now I'm just making an example of how everybody getting extorted.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. But yeah, like I was saying, we don't get no cash no more. When you go to the job, you got to do direct deposit and all that shit.
Yeah, can't even do shit with cash no more.
Well, Jamie left. Or he got to walk his doggy.
Huh. What's up? When you gonna bring Nigel back? The last time I was falling asleep, bro. I was so tired.
I know, not fine. Next week. Let me see.
Yeah.
I gotta see what we want to start off with.
Yeah, we can stay away. You can see shit.
You want to talk about a lot of shit? I'm like, we can't do that in one. Seriously. Yo, I don't know. My probably next week or something. Cause she want to talk about a lot of shit. I'm like, we can't do all that at once. We gotta. I mean, we can't do it. But
She very demanding too. I see. Well, not demanding, but very assertive. Like
Yeah.
she, you're gonna hear her point. You know, it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man. Shit. How you been though, man?
Yeah, I'm saying, all right. I mean, chill. Chill.
Yeah.
I mean, chill.
So they're in the NYC.
Yeah, I'm chill.
Hey, did you get a chance to finish that Big L?
Yeah, yeah, I did the Big L video. What the fuck happened to the video?
What you mean?
No, I did a Big L video. It only say 1 minute and
You
29 seconds.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. You didn't shit. I ain't got no
When I cut it off,
notification. That's what I'm saying. I didn't get no notification.
no, I only say, I don't know what the fuck happened because I was doing a Big L video. I don't know what the fuck happened. I was doing the video. It said I only did a minute. I don't know what the hell. Did I shut off?
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that one. That's gonna be our next
I'm
one.
not doing it over because it said I only did a minute and 20. I remember I was doing the video. It said I only did a minute and 29 seconds.
I didn't even get the notification.
But I don't know what happened. Did I lose service? I don't know what the fuck happened. Because I know I did the video. It must have shut off. I kept doing it.
Yeah.
Because it only said a minute and 29 seconds. So I'm like, I was talking and the shit shut off.
Probably so.
Well, I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah. Yeah. Then feeling old, man. Like old man being going to sleep early like an old man, bro.
Whoa,
Me, been feeling like an old man.
whoa.
Me.
You say you
44.
feel like an old man.
Yeah, I'm 44, bro.
Nigga, I'm older than you. What the fuck? I
How
don't
old
know
are
how
you?
y'all niggas be falling asleep and shit. But look at I'm older than
No,
you.
how old are you, Ed?
I'm 50.
50? Oh shit.
Yeah, well, yo, I'm not, well, my brother could say I'm 50. But I don't feel that energy, bro. I want to say I'm 50.
Say, yeah, you in New York. Maybe it's more alive out there.
Okay.
LA.
No, I just got energy. Niggas younger than me don't even have it. Well, I talk about niggas out. I'm like, what the fuck, nigga? I'm older than you. I ain't talking about you. I ain't telling y'all niggas what? Y'all niggas. Y'all niggas fall asleep at fucking 9 o'clock. What the fuck? Huh?
Yeah, I ain't even been checking out sports, man. I got to get up to date on everything.
Oh.
It's been a long day,
Yeah,
brother.
while y'all was talking, I was watching that. Fucking, they were showing like 4 games at once. That's why I was kind of quiet. They were showing all LeBron did that fucking. He stole the ball. Whatever, bro. That shit looks fake as fuck. Just threw the ball. LeBron threw the dunk. Whatever.
That nigga do not like LeBron. Nigga said
Who?
top. Got him. You say you got him 30 all time?
Yeah, I'm that don't mean I don't like him. But I've
You
been
said
watching
30
basketball for a long time. I don't feel he's the best player. That's what.
all time though, and 30.
Yeah.
You
30.
know I fucks with you. You know you my you know
Yo,
you my
I
guy.
can
You know
put
what I'm
him
saying?
30, bro. I
All
can.
time.
Yeah, I can.
So
Dude,
you got
this
Karl
nigga,
Malone. You got Karl Malone over here.
huh? Call him along? Do I call him? Yeah, I do. Yeah. But that shit sound crazy. How the fuck you got Carl Malone over LeBron? I saw Carmelo was more on the court than him.
That shit made me choke. 30 all.
Yeah, okay. No, I'm not. But niggas think I'm trolling on that. I'm not. Yo, this is me saying this. Niggas I know got him worse than that. They got him worse. They got
Nah,
him
me
worse.
choked up on that. I was about to 30. Sorry.
Yo, my other niggas got him way worse. They got him yo, they got one of my homeboys said he's unranked. Fuck that nigga. It's not hate. It's it's the way when I see him on the court, I don't see the best player, bro. I don't see that shit. I don't see that
30.
shit, bro.
you know, I respect your basketball accolades and everything, but 30, bro. That's kind of low.
Yeah, did you listen to the rap? Yeah, the dog pound. Yeah, I used to listen to them. Yeah, I used to listen to them.
30. 30 all time.
Now,
Not 20, but 30. So yeah, we're gonna say
dude,
that
this
topic.
nigga. Yo, dog. This nigga is not that. Oh my god, he got too many flaws in his game, bro.
Yeah, you gotta do that big L, bro, tomorrow or something. Whenever you on your next stream.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the I did it. I must have shut off. I'm like, how does shit only say a minute and 29 seconds, bro? It's on my. I'm looking. I'm like, yo, dude, I did it wrong. I don't know what the fuck happened. I must have shut off. Didn't even know.
And hey, you need to check out that artificial, the AI Eminem versus AI Biggie.
Yeah.
Shit is, when you see it, this shit is, man, it's gonna fuck you up. It's like, the artificial
You're talking about
Eminem is like,
Biggie?
it's like an artificial. It's not even them. It's like an artificial. And it's like the Slim Shady Eminem. So, oh man, this shit it's crazy, bro.
But remember they did that. I think that was with Snoop Dogg. They did it with the on stage. They had the artificial with Tupac. It was Snoop Dogg with Tupac, and remember they had the Tupac on the stage. I want to know how it looked at if you there. But I'm just watching the video. I want to know if you there, how do it look? All that AI shit, bro. I don't know what they trying to tell us something. You know what I'm saying? Are they trying to tell us something? We can recreate these people. Are they trying to tell us something? That's what I'm trying to think of. They had Tupac on the stage with Snoop Dogg on some AI shit. Like what are they trying to tell us? Well, anyway, back to the song. But anyway, what they trying to tell us? Now you got Snoop Dogg with Tupac on a fucking stage, and Tupac died 20 fucking years ago. But he could do new lyrics. Like, what are we doing, bro? Matter of fact, they wasn't doing new lyrics. They was doing what's that song? What the fuck is the name of that song? They was doing what's the name of that song with Tupac? They was doing that song. All right, let me look this shit up. I forgot the name of it. I can't believe it. I used to listen to that shit all the time. What's the name of that song? It was what's the name of that shit? Yeah, America's Most Wanted. They was doing that song on stage with the Tupac image. Yeah, they was doing that song. America's Most Wanted. So it wasn't a new song, so they could play the remember, so that means Snoop wasn't really singing, it was lip syncing. You know what I'm saying? So they could do an AI
You
with
eating?
that, right?
Fuck you eating?
Oh, what?
Fucking dog, man. Got something in her fucking mouth. I don't know what she's eating.
Uh, yeah, they was doing America's Most Wanted on stage with the Tupac image.
Yeah, they did the fucking Tupac hologram a long ass time ago now.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
So
See,
that's what I'm
if you
saying.
was at the show, how did it look? Remember, I'm
They
just watching video. I want to know
they
how
can
did it
make
look.
they can make anything look real nowadays, man. Like
Yeah.
again, there was so the other pieces of news I heard today was there was supposedly another school shooting in Dallas, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
And in this school shooting, only one person was shot in the leg and supposedly was going to be fine. And the other guy who shot him took off and was on the run.
Mm.
So it doesn't follow the narrative of, hey, this guy's a crazy guy. He just ran into the school and killed 50 people. Like, and then the other one I heard was supposedly, allegedly, an officer in Memphis was it Memphis, I think it was Memphis, was shot and killed.
Mm-hmm.
But
For
again,
what?
I don't know.
What? Escapee? What? What? Who was the guy
Maybe
who shot?
maybe he stopped somebody and
Oh,
somebody decided to shoot him. I don't know. Again,
motherfuckers that don't shoot cops.
I know
Get on.
they just push fear all the time. Um, I watched some stupid video on the YouTube earlier where some guy supposedly was driving down the road, and he supposedly it was in Georgia, I think somewhere, and he supposedly just grabs his gun, opens up his back passenger window in his truck, and just starts firing at a car on the road, and supposedly hit the car that he was shooting at right in the hood or something supposedly. And it
Mm-hmm.
was all like he was like, "Oh no, I don't know what's going on. I didn't do nothing." And then they supposedly find a shell in the back seat of his truck, and he's got his gun in there, and he's missing 2 rounds out of his magazine, and it's just again, it's all just fear, man. Again, they want you to think you're not safe anywhere. Just listen to the Kansas City mayor. You know, you got toddlers running around the streets with fucking rifles now,
Yeah.
but it's all bullshit. Because again, like you said, don't nobody run up in a school and just start blasting random people.
Yeah. Man, come on, man. Get
If
out of
they got a
here, bro.
problem with somebody, they're gonna go shoot the motherfucker they got a problem with, and then they're out.
Yeah.
If they
And
even
they
do
wouldn't
that,
tell you the truth, they'll wait till he get out of school. They won't
right?
even go into school. They'll wait.
Catch him walking down the street and cap his ass and be
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. They wouldn't go to school and all of a sudden they got a high power rifle for one person. Like what the like what we talking about? They got an AR-15 for one person. Shut up.
We're not doing that, son.
Yeah, like come on. What you have a handgun if you trying to take one dude out? Like come on, man. You got a fucking high power rifle. Like come on, man. You're just taking one dude out. Only one person out. What's the other one? What's the other school shooting stories? The girl didn't like him, so he shot the whole school up. Like, what the fuck we? Bro. Like, shut up.
Or the one down there in Florida, what was it, the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas, where the fucking little David Hogg was at, and this guy Nicholas Cruz or whatever his name was supposedly just goes up in there and just starts blasting everybody. Like again, if it doesn't make sense, don't allow your brain to make it make sense. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Shit's all stupid. I
That's
know that.
funny. They only did the Tupac hologram. Did they do a Biggie one? I don't know. If they did, I don't know about it.
There's
Why they
been all
only did
kind.
Tupac?
There's been all kind. I think they even did a Michael Jackson hologram.
Oh, they did? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, just type in what musicians have they done holograms of.
I didn't know about the Tupac. I don't even know they did somebody else. All right, I'm typing that right now.
Yeah, what musicians have they done holograms of? I'm pretty sure Pac was one. I think Michael Jackson was another.
They ain't do Elvis. They can't do
Nah,
Elvis.
but
Oh.
you got the wax statue of him. I think everywhere in like Memphis. I think there's one in Vegas. We got some boxing on tonight on ESPN too. What do we got here? We got some light heavyweights and what did it say? Light heavyweights and lightweights. You got the NFL draft coming up on the 25th. Who the Niners going to take?
Man, I saw some mock drafts. I don't care. Let's wait till they draft somebody. I don't care. I gotta see the nigga play. I don't care about that. I don't care about the draft. They got Whitney Houston. They got Whitney Houston. I'm looking.
They did a
Get the
Whitney
fuck out of here.
hologram.
Yeah, I'm looking. Yeah, that's typed in Whitney Houston.
Who
Get
else
out
they
of here.
got?
All right, they got Whitney. All right, Whitney Houston. Well, I'm going down. All right, Tupac. All right, we already talked about the Tupac. Uh, Easy E. They got Easy E. Wait,
Yep.
let me play. They got Easy E too. Easy E. They say full Easy. Yo, let me play this shit. Full
Well,
Easy
again,
E. Well, he by himself. The bells. I don't even rock the bells. Ain't that LL Cool J song? Like, what the- that's LL Cool J song. Well, they say full Easy E hologram. Oh, that's at Rock the Bells. All right, he didn't do that. Well, I guess I was. All right, he's doing that soon. Look at the whole. Yo, I gotta learn how to do this. That motherfucking Comfort City Key.
that
The
dude
holla.
Caleb that dude Caleb Williams from USC is going to be a bust when he gets in the NFL. And he's going to end up in Chicago, I think.
He
And
could say make some noise and it's a holocaust. Well, he probably said that before. Well, you said shut up. Williams from where you from? USC, right?
yeah,
Hmm. I don't know who gonna be.
man, I'm gonna have to take this fucking dog out again. How long you going for?
All I
That was
know, Mario, yeah, when I was silent, the birds hit the buzzer beater on them niggas.
who?
The Spurs beat the Nuggets tonight.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, it was 0.9. They hit him. Well, it was, I mean, it ain't buzzer beater, but they hit the shot at 0.9. Then they
With
fucked
with
up on
with
the
with
inbound.
with 9/10 of a second left, they hit the game winner.
Yeah, then Denver had the ball. They fucked up on the inbound. Game over.
I don't think I
I
don't
was
think the
watching that shit while y'all was talking, because I was watching that shit. They showing 4 games at once.
I don't think the Nuggets win the title again. That's just I don't think they're as good as they were last year for
Yeah, they
some odd
ain't gonna
reason.
win. No, they not. It's for bad purposes. Everybody think they're gonna win again. They're not gonna win again.
And I swear they said there was supposed to be boxing, and I tell you, and they're talking about the fucking draft. It says light heavyweights and lightweights main card professional fighters league, and all they're talking about is the fucking draft.
The mock draft.
That was a good boxing fight. That was a good boxing match.
I don't
Some
even
dumb.
know who came in the draft. All I know is my Niners. We just need to win. That's it. We got the team. Just win. Just win, baby.
You gonna have is Debo still on the team?
Yeah, he's still there. What's the name who want to leave? What's the name? The other nigga. He don't want to be there.
They still got
Brandon
McCaffrey.
Ayuk. Brandon Ayuk. He don't want to be there. The other receiver. He don't want to be there.
Why he don't want to be
Um,
there?
I don't know. They say he don't want to be there. I don't know why. They paid the nigga. I don't even know why he don't want to be there. They say he. I mean, that's the rumor. It's all rumors. Brandon Ayuk don't want to be there.
Huh. Go figure. You make it to the Super Bowl and you don't want to be there.
Yeah. Where he gonna go? He gonna go to the Carolina Panthers? He's
Hey
not gonna.
man, you remember that movie? Let me see what year this was out because this used to be a movie I watched as a kid. You remember the movie from 1986 called it was an action movie called Howard the Duck?
Howard the Duck?
Yeah.
That wasn't an action movie.
That's what it says. It's on Action Plus. It's coming on right after
I remember
48
how.
hours.
Well, wait. I don't know if they. I remember the cartoon Howard the Duck. I don't know about the movie.
It was
Yeah,
a
let me get
movie, man. There
it.
was a movie, Howard the fucking Duck.
They made a movie about the cartoon. Yeah, I don't even know
That
about that.
shit was in 1986, man. That shit was classic.
Howard the Duck was a cartoon.
It was also a movie.
I don't remember that movie, bro. They made a movie about Howard the Duck. It probably was different for the movie. You know how
Well,
they switch it up.
it wasn't a cartoon movie. It was like a movie where the duck
Yeah,
was a
I
real
mean, I know it probably was a real movie.
it was a
I
real
mean, real.
duck. It was like a real looking little duck. It was probably a midget in a duck suit. And at the beginning of it, he's living in duck world and everything is nothing but ducks. And he sits down in his apartment. He turns on the TV. It's all fucking duck broadcasting. And then fucking he turns the TV off and pulls out like a fucking like a basically like a Playboy, but it's like a duck boy or something like that. And it's fucking he opens it up and it's a little fucking duck. And it's all kinds of fucking duck shit at the beginning. And then he starts making out with the fucking some girl that was kind of smoking hot back in those days. And then I think the guy that ends up in the movie too, I think, was the principal from Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Hmm. Yeah,
So let me give you.
they got Michael.
Let me
No,
give
I'm
you.
looking at the hologram. They got Michael Jackson too. But you said Michael Jackson. Yeah, they got Michael Jackson.
So it was made by George Lucas. It says George Lucas's tale of an extraterrestrial duck who is mistakenly brought to Cleveland by an experimental laser beam.
Yeah, I never knew they made a movie about Howard the Duck. I
It's
never
called
knew that.
Howard the fucking Duck, man. It's the best. It's so awesome. I am I
Oh
am
my.
I am I am so recording that one to the DVR.
Yo, did this nigga get his first hit yet
Oh,
from the Orioles? The holiday.
who
So
the
they suck.
Sun? The Sun holiday?
Yeah, because I watched the first game the other night when they played Boston. He didn't get a hit.
Oh, I thought they said they weren't going to bring him up because he wasn't
Yeah, he
completely
played.
ready.
No, they
They
brought
brought
him up. I
they
saw his
brought him
first
up
game the
already.
other night. Yeah, I watched the whole game. That's it. He struck out. He got a filtered short. No, that wasn't a filtered short. Yeah, he got on base, but it was a ground out. But he got on base. Now he up on a play when he it was a pop up, but he ran to the outfield and missed the ball. But that was his first game. But I don't know what happened after that.
I didn't even know they brought him up yet, but that's funny because I think they were saying there was
Yeah,
somebody else on the
yeah,
Orioles
his
that was
first
showing
game.
out.
Yeah, that's his first game. But they played tonight. I'm looking at the shit. I don't know. When they show her, I'm gonna see if we get his first hit. I didn't even know that was Matt Holiday's son. I didn't know.
And I'm going through this guide, and I don't remember ever seeing these channels that I'm seeing now, but I kept scrolling down through the little through the guide, and all of a sudden, all the NBA teams come up.
Yeah. You probably got the same shit I got
Like it says
right
the
now.
fucking Celtics, the Hawks, the Nets, the Hornets, the fucking is that the Nuggets? I don't know who that is. I don't know whose logo that is anymore either. Then it's got the Bulls, the Cavs, the Pistons. It's saying the Pelicans are playing Golden State. The Rockets are playing the
Oh,
Trailblazers. Oh shit. Utah Jazz at the Clippers.
yeah, they playing the Clippers. Yeah. I wanted the other channel. They were showing the highlights from the game.
Oh, I got your game on, bro. You want me to tell you about your mans in them?
No, I ain't trying to watch because Kawhi ain't playing. I don't care about
Oh, he's not on the court.
it. Yeah, I don't care. I don't watch the game. I don't want to watch it. He ain't playing. I'm waiting to the playoffs, so I'm gonna watch. He ain't playing. What the fuck? Well, I ain't watching him. Kawhi don't play. Look at Jimmy Butler, big ass man.
Golden State, the Warriors getting beat up by 12 by the fucking Pelicans right now, make it 11, but 88-77 with 11 and a half left in the fourth. They got
Oh,
Draymond guarding Zion.
no, he could guard him though.
Put the Pelicans up by 14, 91-77. Somebody just dropped a three on them. Klay Thompson to the hole. He traveled. He traveled.
He couldn't.
He he took 5 steps before he jumped up. How is that not a travel? Look, ball in hand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He took 5 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. His feet moved 5 times going up to the rim, and they didn't even call it travel. That's why I don't watch the NBA. It's fucking garbage. It ain't fantastic. It's garbage. Rockets at the Trailblazers. Yeah, all the NBA channels came up before the news channels. That's why I was like, what the fuck is going on here? So they must be giving me the NBA League Pass at the end of the year for some odd reason.
No, I'm not. I thought.
I'd be
Let me
mad
go
if
to
I
that
paid for
one
that
quick.
League Pass. Now they're giving it
Let me
away
go
for
to.
free.
Let me
What
go
you
to.
mean? What you mean? I'm on the same shit you're on. What you on? I'm paying for Sling every month.
Nah, I ain't paying for that shit. Hell, hell no, I ain't doing that. Well, I ain't doing the same shit. No, I ain't paying for that shit.
You got that cool ass antenna? I saw some antenna on YouTube they were trying to sell the other day, talking about you can get away from the cable bills and the streaming services because
Now that's bullshit. That's
this
bullshit.
this little antenna will jack all of the so-called satellite receptions.
Yeah, they bullshit, man. They bullshit, man.
I can't remember
They
what the name of it
bullshit
was.
on that. No, I saw that. I saw that same shit. They bullshit. That shit ain't working. You gotta pay for the shit.
Well, you got to buy the antenna, but you don't pay for anything else.
Yeah, that's what they say. But a money bill do come. They full of
Huh?
shit.
Monthly bill from who? You got an
No,
antenna. You're
no.
not
When you
paying for
sign
anything.
up, you gotta put your card in. You gotta put your fucking card in. Like when you sign up.
No, you don't sign up for anything. You buy the fucking antenna. They send you the antenna. You hook it up, and it's supposed to give you all these channels.
Yeah, but you still gotta put your card in, bro.
When you buy it, but you're not subscribing to anything after that. It even
But they got
tells
your
you that.
card number, no. Like what you're not listening. They got your
You ain't
card
getting.
number.
You're not paying a monthly fee for the antenna.
All right.
But
Anyway, let me.
all I know right now is that Axel Foley and Billy Rosewood just ran out of the warehouse of Victor Maitland's, and now they're on the run, going to Victor Maitland's house.
Well, anyway, the Clippers not even playing their starters. Like whatever. So I ain't watching.
Did you hear what characters I just told you? Do you know what movie that is?
Well, that's Farley. Ain't that that's Farley. That's Beverly Hills Cop, right?
Yeah, but but you got to tell me which one.
Wait, wait, give me that sequence. Oh, a dump. It's 67-60 Utah on over the Clippers. Man, get out of here. They
So
back up.
Axel
Uh,
Foley, Axel
uh,
Foley, and Billy
uh.
Rosewood just ran out of Victor Maitland's house or Victor Maitland's warehouse, and they are now on their way to Victor Maitland's house because that's where Axel's friend Jenny, who worked for Victor Maitland, is because Victor kidnapped Jenny, and now Sergeant Taggart just showed up as Axel's trying to pick the lock to get onto Victor Maitland's property. Is that one, two, three, or four?
Damn, I don't remember that scene. That probably be the latest one. The latest. They got. I'm up with 3.
That's the original.
On the original, they killed. I don't remember. I used to always. I don't remember that.
It's the original. Axel Foley, Rosewood, and now Sergeant Taggart are breaking into Victor Maitland's property so they can go save Axel's friend Jenny because
Yeah, the lady.
Jenny was also who worked at Victor's art gallery
Yeah.
was also friends with Axel's friend Mikey who came to Detroit uh, with the fucking bonds or the paper bonds or the German bonds that Victor Maitland's little security guy came out and killed his friend after knocking out Axel.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember that.
that's
Yeah,
the
that
first
is.
one.
Yeah, that is the first one. Well, you didn't say that part.
I had to give you
Correct.
all of it. I might as well have just told you
Yeah,
it's the
Tony,
first one.
yo, dude, I ain't watched that shit in a long time.
I
Like,
mean, I could have just told you, hey, Aunt, the first Beverly Hills Cop came on. that would
no, I
have.
remember that. Yeah, now I remember. Cause yeah, remember, Foley got knocked out. Yeah, I remember that.
That would have
Yeah,
saved me. That would have saved me a lot of oxygen.
yeah, I'll look at that. Now I would have been it. When you said Foley got knocked out, and they ain't kill him. I don't know why they ain't kill him, but they didn't.
Nah, because he ain't have nothing to do with the bonds, with the paper.
But
He
he
didn't have
came
nothing.
to LA.
He have nothing to do with the treasury bonds or whatever they were, German bonds or whatever. What happened to Badger? Badger fell out.
Yeah, but he probably went to sleep. He said he was getting tired.
Oh,
I'm like, I'm older than you. How the fuck y'all niggas be getting tired? I'm older
so
than y'all.
so how late you going to today?
Yeah, that sound mostly my eyes are. Oh, let me watch this shit. Yeah,
How late? How late you going to today?
I'm not staying on. Because I ain't been on in a while. I'm staying on, see if somebody new come through.
That was a good lot. That was a good bit of OJ talk you did today.
Huh?
That was a good OJ video you did.
What OJ? Wasn't
That's
that
what the
good?
name of that's what the name of this one was. But then it went
Yeah, I
so far,
started off with it, then
and then it
I
went
was
so.
going to do a quick video, then you came in.
I gave you some OJ knowledge, and then it went way off
Hey,
track.
nah, the title on me, no.
Then I gave you some knowledge about OJ, and then it went way to the fucking left field.
Yo, who this dude at the line from Utah? Yes, Suffolk, number 77. Oh my God.
But yeah, I'm gonna take this dog out here in a few again one more time. See if I can get her to take a shit before we go to bed.
Oh, who hit that three? That was Bones Hyman. You just hit a triple. Man, I don't care about this clip.
Yeah,
They
ain't
got the
nobody watching
fucking
no
back.
fucking basketball right now.
Yeah, they got the
Uh,
backup.
Are the playoffs on? When did the play-in game start? This week?
I know the season ends Sunday. I don't know.
Well,
I
then
don't care.
the play-in games have to start that same week because if the season ends this week, I think, because they only had like 2 games left or something.
But they said the season ends Sunday.
You said the Nuggets lost to the fucking Spurs tonight.
Yeah, on the homeboy hit the on the buzzer. Well, it wasn't a buzzer. It was a 0.9.
Were they in San Antonio or was it in Denver?
Yeah, that was in San Antonio. Then Denver fucked up on the last play. It was a false second violation. They fucked up. They couldn't inbound the fucking ball.
Well, the only way you're getting a shot off with .9 is if you're getting a tip drill. So they would
But
have had
they
to have
couldn't
somebody going to the
inbound
rim.
the ball. They couldn't
They caught
inbound
a
the ball.
they caught a
They
five
called
second.
5 seconds. Then they gave the ball to Wambe. Now he started jumping around. Game over. Like they won the championship.
Well, they might have just knocked the Nuggets out of the 1 seed.
Now I still think they're gonna get it.
Is it that close? I mean, what's the standings in the West right now?
Minnesota, it's between them and Minnesota. I still think they still got one more game. I don't care who gets the 1 seed. Hold on, no.
Well, if
I
they end
don't
up with
get
a
that.
if they end up with
Because
a tie
basketball
now,
is
if
a joke now. They don't play. They don't play nobody. Even when the Bulls went 72-10, Jordan played every game that year. What the fuck? He could have sat up. He played every fucking game. They had everything clinched, Jordan and them, when they went 72-10. But he still played every fucking game.
and they won the title.
Yeah. But the point is, he played that every game. Like he could have sat out. Because the
All right.
injured, what they say, somebody might get injured. That's what they do now.
Well, it just clearly tells you and it shows you that the regular season doesn't fucking thing. As long
Yeah,
as
I
half
mean, shit.
as long as half the league makes the playoffs, that's the only
Yeah,
thing that matters.
yeah.
They care less about your regular season record because you're going to end up playing either 4 games on the road and 3 games at home, or vice versa, and that's about it.
Coffee that's hit a 3 for the clip. The 76-68 Jazz. Like, fuck this shit. I ain't watching.
All right, well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut out real quick. I'll be back in 10 minutes. I'm gonna try to get her out one more time.
Yeah. Yeah. My Pacers lost tonight to the who the fuck we lost to? I was watching that shit. We lost to the team that we might play. We lost to the Cavs. I don't care about that shit. That shit ain't that shit. Now Coffee at the line. Whatever. I'm probably behind on this shit. Clippers got the ball again. Well, this is bullshit. But anyway, so far, what I predicted before the season might happen. I picked the Celtics to play the Knicks in the conference finals, and I picked the Clippers to play Denver in the conference finals. So that shit might happen. That shit might happen. It's all might. We don't know, but my prediction is probably go. I know that when Kawhi come back, you know what I'm saying? So when Kawhi come back for the playoffs, they ain't gonna be some other shit. Then they're gonna say, yo, he was resting. No, other niggas is resting too. Giannis is resting. Giannis ain't playing to the playoffs. Other niggas is resting too. Shut the fuck up. Stop doing that, son. Stop doing that, son. All right. So that's what's gonna happen. So when Kawhi come back, he's gonna dominate the playoffs. He's gonna beat Luka again for the 3rd time. You know what I'm saying? Then you got guys like Herm and Mookie, so they gonna lose. All right, y'all can talk all that bullshit. So when they win, don't say they're gonna lose in the next round. Whatever, bro. These niggas are full of shit on YouTube, bro. Mookie probably make a video tonight, like if the Clippers lose, cause they got the backups in. So he gotta make another video. He made a fucking dumbass video talking about the Dallas is gonna sweep the Clippers. He lucky I ain't hit the link on that shit. I'm like, I ain't fucking with this nigga. He just told bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But Mookie be on some bullshit. Yo, I'm probably in my video. Fucking, let me end this shit. Cause I ain't talking about OJ. I've been stopped talking about. I'm gonna end this video. Yeah, I'm gonna go into some sports shit. I'm gonna do some playoff talk.